discussions that go beyond the headlines of today's sports teams. From the Budweiser studios of 99.1, The Sports Animal. Here's a couple of guys with over 30 years of combined knowledge of Tennessee sports.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Jason Swain!
Here's Josh and Swain.
Tuesday afternoon. Welcome into Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We're very excited to be with you on another beautiful day here in East Tennessee. Jason Swain is here. He's a VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. 865-656-9900 is the number for you to join us. You can call or text in. As yesterday, we had a lot of football talk with the end of spring practice. Predictions came in, projections, quarterback battle conversations, which will continue on through the month of August. So a ways to go there. We got time.
We got plenty of time. When does the countdown start? Are we 116 days away from kickoff, according to Josh Ward math?
I can run some numbers for you if you need.
You know what? Let's wait a couple of months. No need right now, Josh Ward.
The news media would have you believe that it's 144 days until Tennessee will play its first regular season football game.
No,
but I can get to the bottom of what it really could be.
I think 144 days is accurate. I think I'm going to roll with that.
September 5th is when Tennessee will play Furman. So the season will kick off a little bit later based on how the calendar goes. It's a single bye-week season with a 9-game conference schedule debuting in the SEC. But Tennessee against Furman, the most important game, will kick off September 5th, with Tennessee going to Georgia Tech in Atlanta the following week, hosting Kennesaw State on September 19th. And then Texas comes to town for the SEC opener September 26th.
This shouldn't be hard. I don't understand why the season is starting later. But whatever. I guess we'll wait another extra week. Another week to, build up the anticipation and talk about the quarterback battle. And hey, another week for the guys to prepare. When you have a young quarterback, an extra week of practice shouldn't hurt.
Yeah, we're going to get to August 22nd, and folks are going to be itching for some regular season football.
You know it. So, but meanwhile, we'll watch Tennessee baseball do their thing. They are 3-0 in SEC play. And then we'll watch Kim Caldwell, Rick Barnes go out here and grab balls from the portal and build their basketball rosters. That's right.
3-0?
3-0, man.
That's Tennessee's baseball record in the SEC? 3-0?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
According to me.
Okay. Swain Math says Tennessee is 3 for 3.
Starting over, baby.
In the SEC.
Tennessee baseball is reborn.
Took out the cartridge after the LSU series.
Quick little blow.
Get the dust out.
That's right. Correct. Now we're ready to go.
Those playing RBI Swain got a nice little jolt with Ole Miss coming to town this weekend. Okay, I like it.
We're ready to go, man. We're ready to go. This week, we take Mississippi off of the map. Take them off the map completely. Some would argue probably needs to be the case anyways. But we take them off the map completely.
Okay, put out the hashtag. Goodbye to the sip.
Goodbye, sip. We're going to do you like Lane did you. Throw you to the side.
Somebody grab juice this time.
We are taking possession of Juice this weekend. Just bring him on. Him and Smokey can play. That's the plan this weekend as we checker
Lindsey
Nelson.
Nelson. Yep.
I'm a little nervous about how that's going to work out.
Yeah, let's see.
Whew. A little nervous about it. Curious, but definitely nervous. I know what it looks like inside Neyland Stadium. I know what it looks like inside of the Food City Center.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it look like the other two inside of Lindsey Nelson Stadium. I hope it works out.
It very well could work out just fine. So I'll
100%.
state that first.
Yeah,
if it does not work out, if it's patchy or whatever you want to describe it as, we did see when Tennessee played Auburn to no fault of Tennessee basketball this past season. That was when we had a big snow that Friday night, Saturday. So the crowd was good. I was at the arena, but it was not totally full, and people weren't worried about orange or white, what section they were in. They were worried about, I got to get to the arena with the roads, and that was fine. Tennessee won the basketball game.
Good news, Josh. There's no snow officially in the forecast.
No, there is not.
For this weekend.
Nope. No, there is not.
Sometimes you never know with Knoxville weather, East Tennessee weather, but I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any snow. So we're good. We're good, my man.
Nope, it is April 14th. We are on to summertime.
We're closer to summer than we are winter.
That is absolutely true. We have a couple of texts that have already come in on the same subject, Jason Swain.
What? Checker the stadium?
No, checkering Lindsey Nelson Stadium, not necessarily the main focus of Tennessee fans.
I thought that was the
It's a part of the
headline.
conversation for sure.
I thought it was a headline today.
By the way, checker Lindsey Nelson, that is Saturday during the series this upcoming weekend against Ole Miss. But the text from Michael reads, made another day without a declare. All caps, Nate Mint, baby.
Where you at, Nate Mint?
And then Mike texted in, any news on whether Nate Mint is returning or going pro? So he has not made any kind of announcement. I think the best way to read into it is that Nate is preparing for the NBA draft and to be a pro. And if anything changes, he has at least left the door open for the possibility to return to this point. He hasn't said, hey, goodbye, Tennessee, I am on to the NBA draft. Remember, you can go through the process much more easily now and still leave open the door to return. You're seeing players enter both the draft and the transfer portal. So players, you essentially put your name into the portal, and then you go through the process of the draft. We're done with the days of, well, you have to be careful. You can go through the process. You can test the waters, but you can't sign with an agent. So you're not really a pro. You're just considering being a pro. You're a pro as a college athlete. So if you want to prepare for the draft,
You can.
it's not all that different from preparing to transfer to another school. You can transfer to the NBA or you can transfer to the University of Tennessee.
Oh, boy.
But Nate has not done the Mikael Brown, Keaton Wagler of thank you, Louisville, thank you, Illinois, had a good run. I enjoyed my one season,
No, he ain't done that.
but I am off to the NBA. Nate has not done that yet with the University of Tennessee.
And I do not understand why he has not. I mean, the plan all along was for him to be a one and done, and the season is done. So what else is there to do? Are you going to leave the door open just in case Nate Ament doesn't get the news he's looking for from the NBA? I don't, and this is why it would have been great to go ahead and get some type of update, because now there's going to be speculation, wondering, all right, all these other players have announced their intentions, they're going to the NBA. You have a clear-cut top 15 pick that from day one was going to be a one and done. What are we waiting on now? This is why we're getting the messages to start the show about where's Nate Ament, baby? What is he going to do? What is he going to do? He's in a win-win situation. Let's understand that. You know how you play tic-tac-toe? Mm-hmm. You set up the double move. Nate Ament has set up the double move. He got 3 circles across, 3 circles down, 3 circles diagonal, or X's, whatever you prefer. But he's in a win-win situation here. I know I almost said 4. That's not right.
Prefer to be the X or the O?
The X. What about you?
Well, often I compete with my children, and they like to be the O. So I'll take the X and go full speed ahead.
That's not the reason why I get the X. I get the X because I'm dad, and I get the big piece of chicken, and I'm getting the X. You beat me, you can get the X if you care about that much. But I got the X.
I schooled my 6-year-old, I think, last week in a couple of games of tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, you win, then you get the X if you really want it. That's how it goes in this house. But we don't play tic-tac-toe. You know what we play? Paper football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, get a piece of paper, fold that thing up, clear off the dining room table. It's time to get it on. That is our activity of choice inside the house.
Maybe you should call up Nate Ament, challenge him to a game of paper football, and say, Nate, if I beat you at this game, you can play a best 2 out of 3, whatever Nate wants or you prefer. He has to come back and play one more season at the University of Tennessee.
At my price or his price?
There might need to be some negotiation ahead of time for a predetermined price. But I think you can come to an agreement financially. It's a matter of, is he going to make millions at the University of Tennessee or with the Chicago Bulls or a team like that?
I mean, I saw Nate Ament on the sideline before the orange and white game and during the orange and white game. I'm surprised that no one put on Facebook that he was on an official visit for football. And he's looking at playing football this season. You know how those Facebook message groups can be.
Some end zone fade routes?
Correct. Yep.
We were asked if one and done was the expectation, does an announcement need to occur?
Well, I mean, we're seeing it with other players. And it may not need to be an announcement for a minute. Like, he doesn't need to do an announcement, but you're at least seeing it from media members who are saying, yeah, this guy's gone. He has announced his intentions to leave to the staff and to the team, but maybe he publicly hasn't put out his statement. Because, you can't do anything without a statement.
Right.
You got to do a statement with a graphic.
I mentioned, I think, yesterday, it's much easier to find portal news than draft news. And I think that's partly because some players, they kind of they do move on. I don't think we've seen, tell me if I'm wrong here, because I could be, I don't think we've seen official announcements from Cam Boozer, from A.J. DeBonsa, who are projected top 3 picks. In fact, a couple weeks ago, the latest update I saw was from DeBonsa saying, I haven't made a decision. That was April 2nd. That's the last word I've seen from him. BYU was knocked out in the first round of the NCAA tournament, so they're also not meeting with the media. So, no, not necessarily. That's why I think the likelihood is we see Nate just kind of go through whatever's next in terms of preparing for the draft, looking for more declarative feedback on where he is likely to go in the draft, and then officially deciding from there. Right now, the expectation is Nate Mint goes into the NBA draft. I think the expectation is that he is a lottery pick, fair chance to be a top 10 pick, and that's just what happens. But there has not been a public closing of the door on his time at the University of Tennessee, and until there is, there will continue to be questions from Tennessee fans and media of, okay, what exactly is going to happen? Where exactly do things stand?
Well, until that happens, I'll be paying attention to see what happens with Jalen Harrelson.
That is what's next. We will update you on players that Tennessee is pursuing, players that will visit Tennessee from the transfer portal, with the anticipation of what Nate Mint will do still hanging out there. 865-656-9900. Portal updates coming up. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. We're presented by Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
Never miss a second of sports. Download the updated Sports Animal app right now.
The last thing you want to deal with is a emergency. It could be plumbing, HVAC related, or electrical if you are a homeowner. Most of the time you don't know what it's going to cost, or if it's going to be fixed right, or if someone is just trying to sell you something. When you call Hiller, their experts are going to solve your problems quickly. The price that you are told is the price that you pay. No hidden fees, no surprises when you get your bill. Hiller has been in business since 1990, family owned and operated, and they believe in 100% satisfaction for their customers. So much, their motto is happy you'll be, or your service is free. If you are not pleased with the work performed, Hiller will make sure to make it right. Their technicians are professional, experienced, and trustworthy. They come into your home and leave it better and cleaner than they found it. And now you can book your appointments online. In a few minutes, you can handle setting an appointment without ever picking up the phone. Get the process started. If you're going through an emergency, you need some help with your home, go to the website. You can book online as well, happyhiller.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those three items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit whiteheadautosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
Rod Stewart. A night of hit after hit after hit. Tomorrow night, Food City Center. Rod Stewart with special guest Howard Jones. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rod Stewart, one last time. Produced by Live Nation.
Come on, man, throw it hard.
This is my husband.
Right here. Come on, I'll catch it. Oh, man.
And that was our bay window. And that is a sign my husband's in a lot of trouble.
Better call Instaglass. Instaglass can replace and fix glass instantly. In fact, they can get it done the same day. They also fix moisture in your glass or fogged windows by repairing seal failures fast. They even have a 10-year warranty. Call Instaglass at 567-4555 or go online to instiglass.com.
Do you have a house that's causing you stress and need to sell it fast? Then keep listening. Hi, I'm Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I will make you a fair, as-is, all-cash offer on your house today. No matter the condition, price range, or location, call me, 865-500-3711. Maybe it's inherited, sitting vacant, causing you financial stress, or needs more repairs than you can handle. Whatever the situation, I'll buy it. Whether your house is in perfect condition or falling apart, I'll buy it. Behind on payments, I'll buy it. Tenants not paying rent, I'll buy it. Facing foreclosure, I'll buy it. No repairs, no banks, no fees, and no commissions. We can close in as little as 1 week. If you're ready to sell your house fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
In a flash, sell your house for cash. ProSource Home Buyers. Join Eric Ainge and Brian Rice on Friday, 9 to noon at Rusty Wallace Honda on Callahan Drive. Come check out the great deals on new and used vehicles at the intersection of Selection, I-75 and Callahan Drive. Friday, 9 to noon, Rusty Wallace Honda. Join Josh and Swain Thursday at Tyler Brothers Farm Equipment in Maryville, 1832 West Lamar Alexander Parkway, next door to Smoky Mountain Harley Davidson. At Tyler Brothers, the variety of farm, lawn, and construction equipment is second to none. Come find yours noon to 3 this Thursday in Maryville at Tyler Brothers Farm Equipment.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Use Josh and Swain on 99.1, the sports animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Sam asked the question, what's the deadline for Nate Amend's decision? Maybe that's the selling point for some of these recruits to join him. I would guess, first of all, that some of these players who we'll go over in just a minute that are making decisions will be making their college decisions before Nate Ament does anything official, or if he were to return, they'll be choosing before that happens. But to answer your question, the NCAA's early entry withdrawal deadline for the draft is May 27th. That'll be after the Combine in Chicago, which is, I think, a little more than a month from now. So Nate's got plenty of time if he wanted to return to college. He has another month and a half almost if he were to make that decision to go back. But according to the NCAA, their early entry withdrawal deadline for the 26 NBA draft is May 27th. So that answers that question. We have more Nate texts coming in. You want to get to some guys that are coming in for visits first? Because that's probably the bigger focus for Rick Barnes and his staff right now.
That's the bigger focus. Yeah.
Jalen Harrelson. Is that somebody you might be interested in?
Heck yeah, man.
A forward from Notre Dame.
Very talented. Was a McDonald's All-American coming out of high school. Averaged 16 points as a freshman in Notre Dame. 4 rebounds, almost 3 assists per game. Oh, man, I don't even know why he went to Notre Dame in the first place as a McDonald's All-American, but hey.
Fighting Irish.
He decided, I might need to look elsewhere. I may need to explore some opportunities, and he's doing that right now. He should be on a visit to Tennessee. Not here already, on his way, but Tennessee will get a chance to host him. They will have to battle against North Carolina and Ohio State, looks like, according to On3. So, man, this is a huge opportunity for Rick Barnes and Tennessee basketball.
And then there's Terrence Hill Jr., a guard from VCU, played a big role in VCU's comeback win against North Carolina in the NCAA tournament. Most improved player and sixth man of the year in the A-10 this year. So addressing the guard position, Terrence Hill Jr. from VCU is somebody to pay attention to.
Whew. Tennessee got some momentum right now. Remember there was a little small chunk of time when there's a little bit of concern about all the players that were leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the concern level is still that high? Or you think it's settled down a little bit?
I think it's probably settled down and shifted to players coming in instead of worrying about players leaving. I think questions about, okay, well, who are our all SEC potential All-American candidates? Mm-hmm. That's a fair question because to me it's not as much about the players transferring out. Those were all, again, in my opinion, replaceable level players. Mm-hmm. To me, the bigger thing is replacing Jacoby. Right now, the assumption is Nate Ament and Felix Okpara. I think they were the 3 best players on the team, and we knew they were leaving.
Yep. Got to replace.
At no point, by the way, have I thought there should be freak out about
No.
about what Tennessee has to do because of the resources and Rick Barnes' history. Yeah, Jalen Carey headed to Mizzou.
Yeah, he don't care about that orange anymore. It's about that black and gold again.
He's once again good in the black and gold category.
Yep, he picked black and gold again.
Yep.
So I don't care about that orange anymore.
So Tennessee will face off against Jalen Carey next season.
I hope he doesn't use this as motivation and drops 30 on us when he plays for Missouri.
His history against Tennessee is pretty good.
But listen, if he plays against us like he played against his old team in Vanderbilt this past year, I think we're going to be okay. With all due respect.
Thank you.
Because I was expecting him to drop 20 on Vanderbilt in both games, and that didn't happen.
Regarding Nate Ament, we have this text. I think Nate should come back. He wasn't that good last year. He will get better.
Just stop the text. Just stop.
You done with that one?
Just stop. There's no reason to continue to read, Josh. Listen, if you want to, you can. I'm not telling you what to do. You're a grown man, but I've heard enough.
Okay.
The first sentence I was
he wasn't that good last year part. Did that
I was good, man.
You lost interest at that point.
It wasn't good. First round NBA pick wasn't good that year. Wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. But go ahead, man. You can read it. I mean, I'm sure people who are listening want to read it. Don't let me ruin.
Okay,
I'll
read the whole text. Just let the audience decide what they think.
Go for
it. To back it up, beep beep beep. I think he should come back. He wasn't that good last year. He will get better and take Barnes to a Final Four, and his stock for the NBA will definitely rise. What do you think?
See, if you would have took out that one sentence about he wasn't that good last year, you'd have been okay. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think he was really good this past year. He wasn't really good overall when he came back from his ankle injury. He did good things for Tennessee. He still made winning plays, but he wasn't 100%, and that showed, I thought, out there. But in SEC play, before the injury, he was terrific. He was second team All-SEC. I thought he was terrific in conference play.
Yes.
Maybe Nate has heard all of the talk about no more four-year guys and wants to be that guy. I can assure you he does not want to be a four-year guy. I think Nathan's messing with us.
I will not be trolled today. I will not fall for it. I will not. He wasn't that good last year. There's some guys on this roster that we can say they wasn't that good. Nate Ament is not one of those players.
He's not the one that comes to mind. Amy asked, do you think Coach Barnes has a good idea on Nate or no? I think Tennessee is operating as if Nate's going to go to the NBA.
I think they should be operating that way.
I think Nate is operating as if he's preparing for the NBA.
I think that's what he should be doing. I mean, training, doing as much as you can while trying to heal. Because that's the most important part for Nate. He has to heal.
I'll put it this way. If things go as Nate plans and hopes, he will be in the NBA next season. The only reason I think he would not be in the NBA and that he would be back at Tennessee is if he finds out, for whatever reason, his stock has plummeted and the feedback is you're going to go much lower than you anticipate.
Like outside the top 15?
Yeah, like you're going to drop out of the lottery, and that makes him rethink things.
Yeah, I would see that.
If he gets assurance you're a top 10 pick, sayonara. I would be stunned to see him back as a projected top 10 pick. But if his feedback is that, well, a lot of these guys have risen, your stock has gone back, no lottery assurances, something like that, that could make him rethink things. So I think Nate right now is preparing to showcase his skills, get 100% healthy, because that's been part of the last couple weeks, get to 100% because he didn't get to do that before the end of the season, so that he can be as physically prepared as possible to go through the draft process and show he belongs in the top 10. I think that is his mindset, his approach, and if that changes, then maybe he'll change his thinking about what's next.
It would not be a good thing if he comes into Tennessee as a projected lottery pick, but then after his first year, he falls out of that lottery range. Now, you could point at the fact that he was hurt and he played hurt, and this is why guys decide not to play hurt and they decide not to play, period, because you don't want to put out bad film, and bad film hurts your draft status. That's one way you can look at it. But I think if you are Tennessee, you don't want lottery picks coming to Tennessee and then finishing a season and then not be projected to go into the lottery. I think that's probably not great for the recruiting.
Yeah, we had somebody ask, what does that say if he was supposed to be one and done, supposed to be this top 5 to top 10 pick, and needs to come back because his stock has dropped so low?
Well, if you're Tennessee, you blame it on the injury. If you are recruiting against Tennessee, you blame it on Tennessee's, not featuring him well enough.
Now, Mark has this thought, and I'm sure it is shared, and I get the idea, but he texted in and said, on the other hand, there is room for development, and being on the bench in the NBA is not developing as much as starting in the SEC.
You develop when you play and when you train, and you can do those things in the NBA. He's not going to be on the bench. This ain't Dalton Connect. I know folks think that the Lakers are doing Dalton Connect a disservice and they're doing him wrong, and Dalton Connect is some poor victim in the whole situation. This is not a Dalton Connect situation. If he gets drafted in the top 15, 20, he's playing.
Yeah, I think if you look at the NBA and you take the top 20, 25 players, very few of them spent more than a season in college. I would say the majority easily are one-and-done players and international players who never step foot on a college campus. So, yes, you absolutely can develop in college. You can improve your draft stock in college. Of course, that is true. But I don't think there's much evidence to say that you find better development, better teaching, better coaching in college than you get, especially if you're a high draft pick where they are investing in you at the next level.
Correct.
And the best players, the most talented players, they're going to develop no matter where they go, as long as they put in the time and have the right work ethic, which I'm confident Nate has. With the right mindset, right work ethic.
I just randomly picked a player that was drafted outside the top 15 last year. That's Walter Clayton Jr., who was picked at 18 by the Jazz. He currently plays for the Grizzlies, and he plays 25 minutes per game. You're playing if you're drafted in the first round, unless you are just god awful. And Nate Amin is not. He will be playing. I mean, I understand trying to force him back. Hey man, come back and develop. He's gonna develop wherever he is if he works hard.
Yeah, last year Carter Bryant, he was one and done at Arizona. He was the 14th pick.
He doesn't
by
play
the
a
San
lot.
Antonio Spurs. Doesn't play a lot.
His team's good.
Yeah, he's played all season, but he's played 11 minutes a game. I keep up with the league a little bit. I hear great things about how they feel about him and his development. I don't think there's any way he's a better basketball player having gone back to Arizona for another year than playing with the San Antonio Spurs for the last 10 months. Being with their organization and getting their teaching and being able to focus 100% of his time on basketball, I think has probably made him a better player than if he had spent another year with Tommy Lloyd, who is one of the best coaches in college basketball.
For sure.
We'll continue the conversation, but I'll continue to reiterate, Nate Ament or any player in his position should do what he wants to do. 865-656-9900 to be part of the show. Thank you for all the interaction. Thanks for all the input as we continue the conversation on Josh and Swain.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Lady Vols softball completed a 3-game SEC series sweep of Kentucky with a 10-3 win Monday night. Lady Vols ended up outscoring the Wildcats 21-3 over the course of 3 games. Tennessee back in action tomorrow night on the road against Duke. Tennessee baseball, fresh off that 3-game SEC sweep over Mississippi State on the road, returns home to Lindsey Nelson Stadium tonight to take on UNC Asheville. First pitch is set for 6 o'clock. Major League Baseball tonight for your Tuesday at 6:40. The Diamondbacks take on the Orioles. Phillies host the Cubs. Royals visit the Tigers. Reds take on the Giants. Nationals visit the Pirates. Just after 7 o'clock, Yankees take on the Angels. Braves host the Marlins. At 7:45, Red Sox visit the Twins. White Sox host the Rays. Blue Jays take on the Brewers. Guardians visit the Cardinals. 8 o'clock, Astros take on the Rockies. 9:45, Mariners visit the Padres. A's host the Rangers. Dodgers take on the Mets at 10. NBA play-in games tonight. Heat face the Hornets at 7:30, and the Suns take on the Trailblazers at 10 o'clock. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Brogan Financial Wealth Management and Retirement Planning. They have a great team in place to help you with your financial future. They can help you achieve your life goals for retirement and beyond. Brogan Financial relies on old-fashioned values, their expert knowledge, and genuine understanding to help pursue excellence in the delivery of wealth management and comprehensive retirement planning. That comprehensive plan that they can build for you will focus on income planning, investment management, tax planning, estate and legacy planning, healthcare planning. News with what's going on with the markets can be very confusing. It can be all over the place. You can talk to somebody from the Brogan Financial team to help you understand what is happening and what's best for your future within your plan. They make sure to communicate clearly with you. Jim Brogan and the team serve you as a fiduciary. They have a responsibility to act solely in the best interest of the client. That's what they do every single day, partnering with their clients to help achieve goals for the future. See how Brogan Financial can help you. Set up a meeting when you go online to broganfinancial.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
And that ball is gone!
The 2026 Tennessee baseball season is officially underway. Under new head coach Josh Elander, the Volunteers are gearing up for another exciting season on Rocky Top. Tickets are still available for select games this season. Don't miss a minute of the action inside the newly renovated Lindsey Nelson Stadium. For more information on Tennessee baseball, including schedule and tickets, visit allvols.com today.
Knoxville area contractors, tired of suppliers who just don't get your business? Win Supply of East Tennessee HVAC is locally owned, contractor focused, and backed by national buying power. We proudly supply GE Appliances air and water solutions, giving you trusted HVAC products and dependable support. With GE Appliances and the Win Supply network behind us, you get strength, availability, and real partnership. Learn more at winsupplyinc.com or call 865-381-7680. Win Supply of East Tennessee HVAC, your local edge with national reach.
Fall Nation, big news for collectors. Sports Treasures, one of the largest and most trusted sports card and memorabilia stores in the South, has expanded. After nearly 40 years on North Broadway, Sports Treasures has opened a brand new location in Farragut, right across from Farragut High School. Find hobby boxes, singles, autographs, Tennessee Ball collectibles, memorabilia, man cave decor, and of course, the famous chip case collectors love. Follow Sports Treasures on Facebook for updates on the new Farragut location. Sports Treasures, collect the memories, treasure the moments.
Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Fraser's Carpet One. I remember when I was a kid sliding around in my socks on the hardwood floors of my grandparents' house. It's funny how those little memories stick with you, isn't it? Now I get to help Knoxville families create those same moments in their homes. Whether it's carpet for the playroom, hardwood in the kitchen, or luxury vinyl throughout the house, new floors are not just about style, they're about the memories your family will make for years to come. At Fraser's, we make it easy with free in-home estimates, free design consultations, and no money down with free financing for an entire year. Call 546-4850 today. Let Fraser's help you create the kind of home your kids and grandkids will always remember. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more, Fraser's.
Oh my gosh, where did you get this? I got it at Ingles. No, you didn't.
Yep, Ingles. No way. I'm telling you, it's the Ingles Bakery.
Okay, fine, don't tell me.
You might not know this, but at the Ingles Bakery, we actually bake things, like crusty breads, delicious apple fritters, cakes for any occasions. It's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
I made them myself.
No, you didn't.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
It's Car Care Month, and Summit Racing has what you need for bumper-to-bumper care. Revive the interior, exterior, underhood, and more. Shop summitracing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026.
After a mild start to your Tuesday morning, we've got a warm and sunny day ahead of us heading into this afternoon. We'll see temperatures climb to the middle 80s for afternoon highs, well above average for this time of year in the middle of April. Mostly sunny skies stay with us for the rest of the day, and we'll keep the dry weather for the time being. I'm meteorologist Belle Oliver in the WVLT First Alert Weather Center.
Leaky pipes.
Oh no!
Toilets clogged.
Oh crap!
Don't freak out. Just call us. Problem solved.
Okay.
Valley Plumbing. Any plumbing issue, anytime. Call Valley Plumbing at 865-351-0643 or visit valleyplumbingtn.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Thanks for all the interaction. Thanks for your opinions. By the way, Nate Mint, he's got to feel the love. Tennessee fans would love to see him back for another season. That part needs no explanation.
I mean, why? Wasn't they good last year?
Stop it. We have multiple texts asking, what about Juke Harris? There's a big target. Now, one person said, hey, Nate, contact Juke Harris. Say, you come to Tennessee, I'll come back for another year. Let's go win a national title. That would be a Tennessee dream right there.
Man.
Nate and Juke would provide a problem matchup-wise for opposing teams. Those are 2 NBA prospects right there.
100%. Yeah, Juke Harris has hit the portal for Wake Forest, but also put his name in the NBA draft, so that might take a while. So remember how long it took for Chancellor? It took forever.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a reminder it's different now. It's not where you have this earlier deadline and you have to make a choice because you're determining whether you are a pro or you're a college athlete. You're both now. So you can have an agent, you can have representation, you can get paid in the process, which that can provide some positives for college, that you can say, hey, if you're not expected to go where you want to go, we can offer you this money. So that would be the advantage for college. Part of the challenge would be the waiting game that you might have to play.
Yeah, Juke Harris and Nate Mint at minimum would be $8 million. Minimum combined.
Yeah. So Wake Forest 6'7" wing who visited Michigan, North Carolina is in pursuit, and Rick Barnes and his staff pursuing Juke Harris, who considered Tennessee out of high school. Tennessee went to visit him here at the start of the week. So that's a key player to pay attention to. Juke Harris, one of the top-rated players in the transfer portal from Wake Forest.
I think he's number 1 now. I think he's number 1 rated. Because I think the kid from Kansas.
They went to Louisville.
I think they dropped him down when he came to Louisville. Sorry, Louisville. You got to get your weight up.
Hey, basketball in the state of Kentucky is going to be a lot of fun to follow.
Well, it's been fun to follow for a long time.
Yeah, but you have you have some intense pressure with the Wildcats. You have a different kind of intensity that comes with Pat Kelsey's program, and they both care greatly, Kentucky and Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville's about to spend some money.
Mm-hmm.
They're about to spend some big money. And so if you're Kentucky, are you willing to spend that amount after this past season? I would probably say no. But Louisville's going to outspend Kentucky is what it looks like. And they spent a lot of money last year, man. Remember, they beat us out for McNeely, the shooter who didn't shoot it well against us when we played him, but transferred from UVA.
Yeah, Tennessee did a good job taking out shooters different times this season. Momcilovic.
Yep, that's right. That's right, my friend. So
we were asked, could Tennessee go get somebody from the G League? Maybe.
Why not? It doesn't look like that's going to be the approach, but hey, man, at this point, why not?
Steve said
Providence did.
Yep, that's right. I see Nate having a little Peyton Manning in himself. Love for the University of Tennessee is special. I do think it's genuine. Nate has had a great experience at the University of Tennessee and has special connection to UT. I can also guarantee you if Nate were told you're a top overall or top 3, I would say top 5 pick, he would not have a choice to make. He would go pro without thinking. But in terms of love for UT, sure.
Yeah. Boy, I was not thinking Peyton Manning when I was thinking about Nate Ament. But when you look at the landscape of college sports now, Nate makes you feel like he is Peyton because he's like the closest thing to it. Because everybody else just plays and collects.
Mm-hmm.
And Nate did more than just pay and collect. I mean, he actually was out there playing hurt. And so he's the closest thing to Peyton Manning for some people.
Also, if Nate got feedback you're a top 5 pick, Rick wouldn't even call and ask what he's doing. He would say, congratulations on going to the NBA.
I would say, Nate, there's not a spot for you, even if you want to come back.
Yeah. But when Peyton made that announcement that he was coming back, that was a special time in Knoxville. People were excited.
How bad?
Not in New York. The Jets weren't excited. The people in Knoxville were.
They've never been excited.
No.
That's why Nate Ament wants to come back. He don't want to get drafted by the Jets, I guess. Not even the same sport.
Being a Jets fan, it's an experience. All right, we'll continue. Thanks for the conversation today. 865.
Tyler Ivins. Josh Ward throwing shade. He's talking about you.
How the Mets doing?
Talking about you, Tyler Ivins.
7-10. Lost 6 straight. Got shut out last night by the Dodgers. That's your Mets update.
Don't they spend a lot of money?
A lot of money.
Like Kentucky basketball, huh?
Man, that's too bad.
You sound pretty shaken up about
That's
it.
too bad. We'll come back, 865-656-9900 to join us here on Josh and Swain.
Be here this afternoon at 5 for 30 uninterrupted minutes of Talkin' Sports. Breaking only to give you 30-second traffic updates and then straight back to sports. No Huddle, powered by USS, proud ball sponsor and foundation expert United Structural Systems. For all your foundation and waterproofing needs.
They guarantee their best.
Call USS. No Huddle this afternoon at 5.
Hi, welcome back to Big Kahuna Wings. I see you're back for that ganache brownie. It's always been thinking about.
At Big Kahuna Wings, we're big on delicious desserts.
We're big on serving the coldest local brews to pair with the biggest Big Kahuna Wings.
And we're big on our tradition of taking care of you like family. And that's why we say big flavor, big friendly, big family.
Come see us today at our Farragut or Murrayville location or our franchise location in Westtown. Big flavor, big friendly, Big Kahuna Wings.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those 3 items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit whiteheadautosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
Any day of the week could be a special day. Birthdays, anniversaries, they always pop up. And if you ever need to pop in and buy a beautiful piece of jewelry, you can always do it. South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge, right there next to the Outback Steakhouse. It's the one and only TK Wheeler Jewelers. Every single piece of jewelry I'm wearing right now, I'm like looking down. My engagement ring, my bracelet that I got for my 40th birthday, my diamond stud earrings, my little gold huggy earrings, all came from TK Wheeler Jewelers. Wide range of selection. They've got multicolored gemstone sets. They've got beautiful beautiful diamonds. They've got a huge bridal jewelry selection for you. But what you might not know about TK Wheeler Jewelers is that they can also turn your unwanted jewelry into cash. They're purchasing right now a wide range of precious metals, diamonds, gemstones, everything from fine jewelry to old broken pieces that you no longer want or wear. You can put money in your pocket from TK Wheeler Jewelers. They're proudly buying and selling jewelry for over 50 years here in East Tennessee. It's my jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid advertisement.
Start your spring cleaning with Zero Res. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean for $109 plus a free hallway. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, just a deep clean that lasts. Plus now you can also take $100 off air duct cleaning and breathe clean air. Visit ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Uncertainty overseas, taxes, interest rates, market volatility. We feel your anxiety and we understand your anxiousness. Hi, I'm Mark Pankratz, former UT men's basketball coach and financial advisor with Axiom Wealth Management. At Axiom, we're here to listen, provide clarity, support, and expert advice. No matter what your financial questions are, you and your legacy deserve an answer. Our advisors are ready and here for you. Call us today or head to axiom.nm.com to schedule a no-obligation consultation. Axiom Wealth Management is a Northwestern Mutual private client group.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband, it's my sons, it's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
Morgan & Morgan, 150 4th Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee lawyer will handle Tennessee cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Waters Equipment is your Maryville and surrounding area Woods Equipment tractor implement dealer, featuring the original Batwing rotary cutter. Woods Equipment offers products with 10-year gearbox warranties, rotary cutters with easy change blade system with a simple 3/4 wrench. They have Woods rotary cutters, rotary tillers, box blades, grater blades, pallet forks, finish mowers, and more products offered for tractors. Woods Equipment is available at Waters Equipment Company. Call 865-238-9000 or visit watersequipmentco.com.
Join Eric Ainge and Brian Rice on Friday, 9 to noon at Rusty Wallace Honda on Callahan Drive. Come check out the great deals on new and used vehicles at the intersection of Selection, I-75 and Callahan Drive. Friday, 9 to noon, Rusty Wallace Honda.
I'm Pat Boyle here to help you take a look at Western One Sports. Suns and the Blazers in the play-in tourney, and I think Phoenix's home court advantage will be the difference. Suns had a miraculous season, not given much hope after firing Budenholzer last year and trading away Kevin Durant, but here they are with 45 wins. They were 25-16 at home this year, covering in 56% of home games. Meanwhile, I like Portland's future, but they were 5 games under 500 on the road this year, and I think the experience that Devin Booker and Dylan Brooks bring will be the difference. I like the Suns to cover. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Back on Josh and Swain. Mike in the text box says maybe Nate is coming back to Tennessee because he saw he was projected to be drafted by the Bulls.
That's
You know what? I made Mets and Jets jokes. I asked for it. So I will take that one, Mike.
That's right.
I asked for it.
I don't know what they is waiting on, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like he's coming back. If he comes back, I'll be wrong and I'll be happy, but it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to come back.
Hey, one other note on text we had earlier about, hey, you can come back and develop, which, yes, Nate could come back to Tennessee and develop, and I'm sure he would be a better player 12 months from now than he is, 12 months from now than he is right now. But I looked at the NBA All-Star teams this season, 28 players, 22 of them played one season or fewer in college. 22 out of 28 All-Stars spent one season or fewer in college. LeBron never went to college, bunch of one-and-dones, and then there's some foreign players that never stepped foot on a college campus. Their development took place in the NBA.
I don't know if it's because of the sport, right? When you hear players deciding whether or not to leave or come back, football, maybe it's best for a player to come back and develop football. I think people try to apply that to basketball, and I mean, it's in some cases it can be the opposite, depending on the player. Player can develop professionally because he has trained professionals, a team of professionals. It's not just one coach. There's like a team of trainers, and you go 3-4 times a day, 7 days a week. You can improve and get better really, really, really fast. I mean, the thing about the NBA, man, they compress time frames to where, because you don't have class, you don't have the other things that, you know, you're obligated to do as a college athlete. Like you can improve really, really quickly. So you can develop in the NBA. You don't have to just develop coming back to college.
Yeah, this is not to knock the college game. I enjoy the college game. It can't be overstated how much better the NBA players are than college players.
It's not even close, yeah.
We'll continue the conversation, though, with the transfer portal with Nate Amen, if you would like. We'll talk some Tennessee football this afternoon, 865-656-9900 with 2 hours to go, presented by Junk Be Gone on Josh and Swain.
Full Send Golf.
You guys know how much I really, really love golf, and I think every week would be dope to post on the Golf Channel. I want to get a lot of guests on here.
Salim's going to take lead. I'm down to be in it. It's not really work to play golf.
Join the party on the golf course.
I was like, let's go to the range. Oh. So what are we putting on it?
We said 10K, right?
10K?
All right. We probably bet more than all the other golf channels, right?
10K, 9 holes.
Those guys bet for like cookies.
I feel like I'm going to shank it.
This guy's been training like a Navy SEAL when it comes to golf.
I'm very, very excited. You excited?
Yeah.
Full Send Golf. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Join Josh and Swain Thursday at Tyler Brothers Farm Equipment in Maryville, 1832 West Lamar Alexander Parkway, next door to Smoky Mountain Harley Davidson. At Tyler Brothers, the variety of farm, lawn, and construction equipment is second to none. Come find yours noon to 3 this Thursday in Maryville at Tyler Brothers Farm Equipment.
Want to create a beautiful outdoor space? Call Tennessee Deck and Fence. We're your local deck and fence experts. We offer a no-pressure approach so you can relax as our team works with you to design a deck or fence that perfectly suits your needs and style. We use only the highest quality materials and expert craftsmanship to ensure a long-lasting, beautiful product. Call us today, 865-304-0955, or you can visit TennesseeDeckandFence.com for a free consultation. Let's create a backyard you're going to love.
Need a new shingle roof? Creative Metal Systems offers expert installation with a commitment to quality since 1997. Get guaranteed long-term protection. Visit CreativeMetalSystems.com now and schedule your free no-hassle quote. That's CreativeMetalSystems.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Consider yourself a bourbon connoisseur? At Twin Peaks, they're proud to offer an exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas. Check out their barrel selects, hand-picked by their team and bottled just for you. Supplies limited. Stop by Twin Peaks to see what they're pouring. Cheers.
Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Fraser's Carpet One. I remember when I was a kid sliding around in my socks on the hardwood floors of my grandparents' house. It's funny how those little memories stick with you, isn't it? Now I get to help Knoxville families create those same moments in their homes. Whether it's carpet for the playroom, hardwood in the kitchen, or luxury vinyl throughout the house, new floors are not just about style. They're about the memories your family will make for years to come. At Fraser's, we make it easy with free in-home estimates, free design consultations, and no money down with free financing for an entire year. Call 546-4850 today. Let Fraser's help you create the kind of home your kids and grandkids will always remember. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more. Frasier's.
6SL 489-240 versus SL 8720. Save thousands off MSRP. EN 405-331. All offers with approved credit cannot come on offers. No payments due May 31st, 26.
You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Hey, East Tennessee, Scott Gropp here, and you helped us have another banner year at your volume dealer, Oak Ridge Nissan. And rain's not the only thing falling in April, so are our prices. Get into a Nissan Versa starting at $229 a month, or Nissan Kicks for $259 a month. Or how about 0% financing for 60 full months or no payments till summer? Woo! Is anyone else feeling dizzy with all these falling prices? And don't forget, if you got a trade, you got it made. Get up to $8,000 over Kelly Blue Book so we can pay it off no matter what you owe. So watch out, not for falling rain in April, but falling prices only at your number one Oak Ridge Nissan. So make that 10-minute drive and save thousands of dollars. And that's why
you're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan. You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Streaming worldwide at 99.1thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
Patriots Vice President of Player Personnel Elliot Wolf says the team is leaving the door open to a potential trade for Eagles receiver A.J. Brown. My suggestion for the Patriots, don't just leave the door open, but knock down the entire front of the house so A.J. Brown can stride in after June 1st. All the contenders in the AFC have gotten better this offseason. The Patriots have to make this move for Drake May. I'm Nick Customs.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Welcome into hour number 2 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us every day, presented by Junk Be Gone. You can join us at 865-656-9900. Swain, we have tampering penalties in college football.
Well, need those. Those need to be very severe.
I feel like maybe they should be looking elsewhere, though. I agree with you. There should be penalties if tampering is proven, tampering that violates the rules.
Yeah. I mean, tampering is probably the most important thing in college sports. That's probably the biggest issue for as far as like penalizing wrongdoers.
Might I suggest something, and feel free to say no, absolutely not to this idea.
Okay.
Should some schools be given tampering exemptions?
Now, Josh, you know that wouldn't be fair.
I'm suggesting this.
You got to treat everybody the same, Josh.
With fairness in mind.
You have to treat everyone the same.
In golf, you have handicaps. We don't have 7-year-olds play basketball on 10-foot goals, right? You adjust things.
Well, you should.
So Iowa has been penalized, and we've known about tampering issues there before. Remember, they had Caden Proctor go to Iowa from Alabama during a television interview, he indicated tampering had occurred. Iowa was penalized over it. Then Proctor went back to Alabama.
Oh, my gosh.
So they've been penalized again. Tampering violations occurred in the Iowa football program when current football head coach Kirk Ferentz and assistant coach John Budmeyer had impermissible contacts with a student athlete who was enrolled at another NCAA school at the time and had not yet entered the transfer portal. Budmeyer also communicated with the student athlete's parent before the student athlete entered the portal. So Iowa has been penalized. They have to vacate all wins from the 2023 season. That's the season they played Tennessee, lost that game, the bowl game, so that's already a loss. Ferentz has already served a suspension. So, again, we've known about the tampering issue there before, and other penalties have been handed down. But might I argue that a school like Iowa, a school like Mississippi State, with all due respect, should be given some kind of tampering exemption? Shouldn't they get some kind of window or allowance to go above and beyond because of
What are you trying to say, Josh?
the challenges they face? If I can quote...
What are you trying to say? What are you really trying to say?
If I can quote a former top 25 overall recruit, when he was asked, did you take a visit to Mississippi State? That number 21 overall, to be specific, recruit said, now why would I do that? That was you. Should schools like Iowa, Minnesota, Mississippi State, should they be given some exemptions in the world of tampering because they've got to go above and beyond to try to lure players in today's climate especially?
Josh, I can't believe you would even suggest a thing. Not because it's wrong, but because, do you know that Indiana football just won the national championship this past year?
That they did.
You can't take anyone for granted. You can't underestimate anybody, Josh. The moment we start giving Iowa a little bit of freedom, giving Mississippi State a little bit of freedom, they might turn into a powerhouse. They might turn into Indiana football.
That's a fair point.
So absolutely not, man. You broke the rules. I will say that I thought Ole Miss broke the rules with tampering. I mean, Dabo had a PowerPoint presentation of and timestamps, and nothing has happened to Ole Miss so far.
Yeah, what's going on there? Bud Myers, he got a suspension. The school's fined. They have recruiting restrictions because he communicated with the player's parent. According to Dabo, Ole Miss's head coach was texting the player while he was in class.
And they got receipts. And nothing's going to happen to Ole Miss. I mean, that's my thing. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago when, like, Missouri got hit with a penalty because they had a tutor do some work for an athlete. Missouri was very, very forthcoming. They cooperated with the investigation. And they still got smashed with penalties. And so there's just some schools that will be kicked like the dog. And there's some schools that won't get anything. Will get a slap on the wrist. I mean, one could say that Tennessee is one of those schools that gets a little slap on the wrist.
One could say.
Yeah, so.
I'm kidding about an exemption somewhat. So Iowa penalized there. Some of those penalties, including the coaching suspensions, they've already served.
They just don't need to cheat because you don't even know how to cheat right.
Right.
Probably where Jeremy Pruitt needs to go coach.
Basketball update. Mike Wilson noting Chris Washington Jr., he is a high school prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Four-star forward is on his official visit to Tennessee today. Mm-hmm. So not only is Tennessee pursuing players in the transfer portal, Jalen Harrelson, a former McDonald's All-American, had a nice freshman season at Notre Dame. Visiting Tennessee, Terrence Hill Jr., guard from VCU, sixth man of the year. And then four-star high school forward Chris Washington Jr. on an official visit. There's some buzz that Clarence Masamba could potentially return to Tennessee. Remember, you have a bunch of roster spots, so I don't I don't think if that were to happen, that would have much of an impact on their budget to be able to go pursue players. But that could be somebody that could come back and have a chance to have some kind of rotation impact.
I doubt they're worried about the budget for Clarence Masamba, who didn't play at all.
The only other player right now, because, again, returning player is limited, we know Dwayne Brown's coming back. Ethan Berg, we don't know anything official on his status. So still waiting to see what happens with him after one season at Tennessee.
And Washington Jr. is going to make an announcement this week, too. So that has been set. His announcement date has been set for Thursday. I find that interesting because he's on a visit now to Tennessee and will have a couple of hours after his visit to make his announcement.
Rick Barnes having a nice big cup of coffee because coffee is for closers.
Man, Rick Barnes is not playing right now, folks. I mean, this is pretty much what I predicted. He don't have time to be messing around. This is not his 5th year coaching or his 15th year coaching. This is the downslide of his career. There's only a few precious years left, and we don't have time to be messing around with guys that can't get him to the Final Four. Now, he has to coach well enough to get his team to the Final Four, too, but it takes really good players to do that as well. And so this is what I predicted. I predicted him to go out there and get a roster that's going to help him take the next step. I thought Rick Barnes was being a little too nice with some of the guys that he's bringing in, thinking that he can change them.
Can you shoot? Can you put the ball in the basket?
Exactly. We'll teach you defensive principles.
That is a lead question for most of the guys. Miles Rubin not being brought in to be a big offensive player for Tennessee, I would say. He'll have his opportunities, but he's a defensive guy. But the other players, Tyler Lundblade and Day-Day Ames, offensive guys. Terrence Hill Jr., Jalen Harrelson, scoring ability.
Yeah, I don't even want to look at Rubin and say, well, he's not an offensive guy. I'm sorry. Did you see some dudes playing on the Final Four team that we looked at and go, oh, man, they're not an offensive threat? I need everybody to be an offensive threat. I need everyone to be good on defense. I need everyone to be an offensive threat. Like, Tennessee can't afford to have a one-way player on the court. Those days are over.
Yep.
Hey, go stand in the corner. We're playing offense. No, you can't do that. Or, hey, we're going to put this player on the worst offensive player because he's a defensive liability. There's some guys who play better defense than others, but you can't have a complete defensive liability on the court either. You can get to the Elite Eight with that. Sweet 16. You're not getting to the Final Four unless you have a lucky run like NC State, because they had all kind of holes in their roster all season long, and then they got hot late in the season.
To the tampering conversation, Mark said Ole Miss must have classes on tampering. Had Coach Yost speaking with Cooper during shoot-around. I should also point out in my at least half joking that some schools should get some tampering exemptions. Part of my reason for that is because everybody tampers in some way. Everybody does something in some way with the way the game's played right now. Remember, you had late in the season, you had the Auburn conversation about an assistant from Stephen Pearl's staff that was at a game. And
front row.
Yeah, another school's coach made a public complaint about it.
Yeah.
And Stephen Pearl said, hey, look, what we were doing is within the rules. But, yeah, he had a coach front row just doing a little game watching.
I mean, if you're compensating a player fairly and you're putting that player in position to be successful and you're winning and that player still leaves, then, hey, you got to chalk it up. You can't spend energy in worrying about people talking to your players before the season is over. You will go crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
You need to put your focus in making sure that you're treating your dudes and ladies the right way, making sure they're successful and winning games. And if they feel like they want to chase a bag, then let them do it. There's plenty of examples of it not working out. We have players on our football team that was tampered with, offered more money to go somewhere else, and they still stayed because they're happy and they're well compensated. Not all money is good money, and not all increases are good either.
Hey, speaking of Stephen Pearl and Auburn, Todd Pettiford returning to Auburn. I'm surprised by that.
That's a surprise, man.
Yeah,
That's a
but
surprise.
he decided to stay, and I
missed the parade. I thought it was supposed to be a parade, a toilet paper parade down there at Auburn.
Swain.
The NIT championship. Did I miss something? But yeah, very surprised that Pettiford's coming back because he can go somewhere else and command a whole lot of money. But hey, if it's just about money, he can get a lot of it at Auburn, and he can be the guy.
Yeah, so that's a win for Stephen Pearl.
Yeah, definitely a surprise though. Listen, I want Stephen Pearl to have some success. I do.
Some success.
That's what I said.
Okay. 865-656-9900.
I don't want him to have all of it because then that means
Tennessee didn't have all of it.
Exactly.
Yes,
I want him to have some.
Some success.
He's not getting fired.
Yep.
But he's not winning at a high level, making it harder for Tennessee. That's why I said I hope he has some success.
You know what? That's very nice of you.
Thank you.
Justin says UNC has fake classes on tampering. 865-656-9900. We're having a time this afternoon. Thanks for being with us. We'll be with you until 3 o'clock. We are presented by Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
Free on the radio. Free on the app. Free on our website. You can hear 99.1, the sports animal, free anytime, anywhere.
Caller 15 right now at 656 Wins gets a shot at 4 tickets to the FedEx St. Jude Championship in Memphis, 2 golf bags, and a $1,000 gift card. Caller 15, 656-9467 from Michelob Ultra and 99.1, the sports animal.
Get ready to dive into summer fun with Medic Regional Blood Center and Soaky Mountain Water Park. Donate blood anytime from now through May 15th, and you'll score 1 free admission ticket to Soaky Mountain, good for visits May 9th through June 14th. But that's not all. Donors will also receive bonus perks, coupons from GSM Rentals, Salsaritas, and Texas Roadhouse while supplies last. Save lives and snag summer rewards. Reserve your donation time now at 865-524-3074 or visit medicblood.org. Give local, save local.
At Myers Yardscapes, they're with you from start to finish. From weekly mowing, seasonal pruning and mulch installation to hydro seeding, irrigation systems, and even outdoor uplighting. 865-567-4982. 865-567-4982 for Myers Yardscapes.
The Joneses are at it again. That's the third party this week.
Well, of course they can throw all those parties.
What's that supposed to mean?
They just got that new deck.
Oh, no. Here we go again.
I want a new deck.
Tennessee Deck and Fence. Give Mom what she really wants for Mother's Day this year. Visit TennesseeDeckandFence.com for a free no-hassle quote and keep Mom happy.
Start your spring cleaning with Zero Res. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean for $109 plus a free hallway. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, just a deep clean that lasts. Plus now you can also take $100 off air duct cleaning and breathe clean air. Visit ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Truck drivers. Midwest Logistics Systems is hiring local dedicated truck drivers in your area. As an MLS driver, you'll experience the ease of hauling no-touch freight, earning predictable pay, and having a consistent Monday through Friday schedule. Plus, MLS drivers earn performance and safety-based bonuses and have access to a benefits package with health care, a 401k, paid time off, and more. Stop missing out on valuable time at home. Find a local dedicated job near you and apply at MidwestLogisticsSystems.com.
Discover Graysburg Hills Golf Course, nestled in the scenic East Tennessee foothills. Rated 4.5 stars by Golf Digest magazine, Graysburg Hills is renowned for its exceptional greens, fairways, and friendly atmosphere. Featuring 27 holes designed by top golf architects. Our course boasts bent grass greens, Riviera Bermuda grass fairways, and challenging water hazards. Conveniently located just 5 miles from exit 44 on I-81, Graysburg Hills Golf Course is your destination for an unforgettable golf experience. Book your tee time today at GraysburgHillsGolf.com.
I'm Kimberly Glenn, a lifelong resident, and I'm running for Knox County Commission at large, Seat 10. My platform is simple yet powerful. Community, protecting neighborhoods, supporting schools and small businesses. Opportunity, addressing critical infrastructure needs, promoting smart growth and good jobs so families can afford to live and work here. Public safety, standing with law enforcement and first responders to keep Knox County safe. I'm running for a better Knox County for my grandchildren and for your family too. Vote Glenn for 10 on May 5th.
Paid for by Kimberly Glenn for Knox County Commission.
XSL 489-240 versus SL 8720. Save thousands off MSRP. EN 405-331. All offers with approved credit cannot come on offers. No payments due May 31st, 26.
You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Hey, East Tennessee, Scott Grupp here, and you helped us have another banner year at your volume dealer, Oak Ridge Nissan. And rain's not the only thing falling in April, so are our prices. Get into a Nissan Versa starting at $229 a month, or Nissan Kicks for $259 a month. Or how about 0% financing for 60 full months or no payments till summer? Woo! Is anyone else feeling dizzy with all these falling prices? And don't forget, if you got a trade, you got it made. Get up to $8,000 over Kelly Blue Book so we can pay it off no matter what you owe. So watch out, not for falling rain in April, but falling prices only at your number one, Oak Ridge Nissan. So make that 10-minute drive and save thousands of dollars. And that's why
you're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan. You're gonna drive to Oak Ridge Nissan.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. Just to catch you up, transfer portal activity, forward Jalen Harrelson from Notre Dame, visiting Tennessee, player to watch, 6'7", 220. To this point has not shown an outside shooting game, but has the ability to score. Could definitely be an inside scorer, can continue to develop as well into an even better player at Tennessee. So Jalen Harrelson from Notre Dame to pay attention to. Guard Terrence Hill Jr. from VCU, somebody to watch, as well as forward Chris Washington Jr., who you mentioned he has an announcement planned coming up. So watching there, he is a high school prospect, Chris Washington Jr. The other players transfers, Jalen Harrelson from Notre Dame, Terrence Hill from VCU. Juke Harris is somebody that Tennessee is pursuing, 6'7" wing, big-time player, one of the top transfer portal targets among uncommitted, might be the number one guy now. From Wake Forest, Michigan, and North Carolina, schools to watch with Juke, as well as the NBA draft. He could go to the draft, but right now I think likelihood is that he plays another season in college. Jalen Carey announced he's going to Mizzou. So players who have left Tennessee so far, J.P. Estrella to Michigan, Jalen Carey to Missouri.
I mean, I know Jalen Carey enjoyed playing on that platform. On that stage, Elite 8, Sweet 16. I don't know if he's going to do that in Missouri. So are you trading the money for opportunity to play on a bigger stage? Maybe. Maybe they make a run. Who knows? Can't say that many will blame him if he's have opportunity to make 50% more at another school. But it's just, again, it just speaks to how weird things are with the college athletics. Because I did not see Missouri on the radar at all for Jalen Carey. And when I look at his game, I was a little surprised that Dennis Gates is actually bringing him in.
I do like Dennis Gates. I think he's done a good job.
Big fan of him.
Yep.
Big fan of Dennis Gates.
Yep. So you have that related to Tennessee players. We'll see what happens with Bishop Boswell. NC State has been talked about. Kate Phillips, maybe Alabama. We'll see if it works out there. On the Lady Vols side, the Paldo twins are headed to Rutgers. That was kind of the anticipation, and that is the way that it's played out.
Good luck. Yeah, they get the former LSU assistant coach that's going there to be a first-time head coach there at Rutgers, and you get the hometown kids to join. So all I can say is good luck, man. I don't have anything else to say about it.
Sure.
I felt like there was some excitement early in the season with how hard they played and the intensity, but didn't think their impact was as strong as it needed to be. And Tennessee, I think, can upgrade from that position. And Tennessee right now, Lady Vols, they're doing a good job of getting girls with multiple years, too. So you're not bringing in just one-and-done players. You're bringing in ladies with 2-3 years of eligibility.
Assuming they use that at Tennessee.
That's the plan, Josh.
They did bring in a class of 5 with 4 years of eligibility
The plan
a year
is-
ago who ended up being one and done.
The plan is for them to finish their careers at Tennessee. That's the plan.
There you go.
But you know how that works.
I do know how that works. I know how this works sometimes. Iowa State forward Milan Momcilovic is in the transfer portal, Swain, with a do not contact tag. So I think he also is a player who plans to explore the NBA draft waters, but he is in the transfer portal, according to Pete Nakos, with a do not contact tag.
Where do you think he's? I wonder where you think. He's probably going to Kentucky.
He probably has no idea. He just put that no contact tag on there, and then he's going to reach out to schools himself, I'm sure.
Why would he do that? That's stupid. Unless he just doesn't have an agent.
I'm being a little sarcastic.
Yeah, that'd be silly. I wonder if he wants to get a little piece of this in the SEC. Alabama, maybe. Maybe Texas A&M. I mean, they shoot it.
A&M would be interesting.
You know, that'd be a fit. They did go out and get P.J. Haggerty.
Yep. Former Memphis standout, went to Kansas State this past year. Didn't work out as a team, but he's a talented player.
Yep.
You should be a portal consultant. Have you thought about that?
I think I would be a really good consultant.
You would be a very good portal consultant for athletes.
I think I would be. Why do you say that?
Well, you have the experience of being a highly touted recruited player.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have wisdom that has come with age. You have a good sense of no-man qualities, which I think also could come into play.
That's the most important quality.
In the consulting process for athletes in the portal. And I think you know how to talk to parents, relate to them as well as the athletes.
Okay.
I think you would be a skilled portal consultant.
So basically, I need to be an agent because that's what these agents are. They are portal consultants.
Yeah. At the very least, if I'm an agency, I would be contacting you about hiring you out as a consultant to work with the athletes they'd represent. I'm not even kidding. You'd be a great portal consultant.
I think so too, Josh. I think so too.
Which I guess means we would be great portal consultants, Josh and Swain.
Well, last time I checked, both of our names are on the show, and we are a team. We do run the we fence here.
Okay, so it's official. Our portal consultancy is open for business here on Josh and Swain.
You think we'll get any phone calls?
865-656-9900 if you would like to begin that connection.
Man, a lot of these guys, it's really hard to blame them when you look at how some of them came up and had to claw and scratch for money and their parents or grandparents. I mean, there's some people back home that may need some cash, and man, it's hard to turn down getting paid double or getting paid 50% or getting paid 40% more than what you previously made. I mean, it's hard to turn those numbers down knowing that you're probably not going to go to the NBA. And so there's a short window for guys who have 2 to 3 years, more like 2 for some of those guys, because you have to play a season, have a good season to be able to command a lot of money in the portal. So you probably got a 2-year window to be able to maximize as much money as you can.
Andrew also noted in the middle of this conversation, we talked earlier, and Andrew's not disputing the fact that NBA players clearly better than college, but he said it's ironic because the product is better in college. I'm picking college over NBA any day and twice on Sunday. But, yeah, they're ballers in the NBA. Just ironic.
Well, I think that's subjective.
Yeah, I think that depends on what you're looking for. There are, of course, a lot of players in the NBA, foreign players especially, have said cannot watch the college game. Watch NBA every night, can't watch the college game because of the difference in the quality of play.
Yeah.
The skill, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, people may like to watch March Madness and college basketball more, but like the product, I mean, the product, the skill set is better at the NBA level. But it just depends on who you are. That's why I say it's subjective. Some people prefer watching the NBA. Some people prefer to watch college sports.
Yep.
College basketball.
Yep. 865-656-9900. And, of course, we're in a college market, so.
Of course, we're going to say college.
Yeah, people are going to lean college a lot of the time right here. And you're certainly welcome to like both.
Mm-hmm.
I do. 865-656-9900. Thank you for the interaction. Yeah, I pull for a G League team.
You do.
In some ways.
Definitely a G League team. In a major brand, major market. The Chicago Cavs. I can't say that because that's a real NBA team.
Nope. Can't say
the Chicago.
You remember when Jordan retired, they were the baby Bulls, how they were described. Had Eddie Curry and Tyson Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
They were going young out of high school.
Yeah, all those guys, they grandparents now. And the Bulls still sorry.
Time's a funny thing. We still have plenty of time for you to join us. 90 minutes to go. 1 hour from now, we'll talk to Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports. Thank you for being with us as we continue, presented by Junk Beyond on Josh and Swain.
You can now enjoy UT Sports on TV while hearing the Vol Network play-by-play on the Sports Animal timed with it. Here's how to sync it up. We delay the Sports Animal radio broadcast just a bit, so when the game reaches kickoff, tip-off, or first pitch, pause your TV, then listen to the Sports Animal broadcast. At the moment the game starts on the radio, release pause on your TV. Now you're in perfect sync, watching the action while hearing the Vol Network call live on 99.1, the Sports Animal. It's the best seat in the house, your house.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Lady Vols softball completed a 3-game SEC series sweep of Kentucky with a 10-3 win Monday night. Lady Vols ended up outscoring the Wildcats 21-3 over the course of 3 games. Tennessee back in action tomorrow night on the road against Duke. Tennessee baseball, fresh off that 3-game SEC sweep over Mississippi State on the road, returns home to Lindsey Nelson Stadium tonight to take on UNC Asheville. First pitch is set for 6 o'clock. Major League Baseball tonight for your Tuesday at 6:40. The Diamondbacks take on the Orioles. Phillies host the Cubs. Royals visit the Tigers. Reds take on the Giants. Nationals visit the Pirates. Just after 7 o'clock, Yankees take on the Angels. Braves host the Marlins. At 7:45, Red Sox visit the Twins. White Sox host the Rays. Blue Jays take on the Brewers. Guardians visit the Cardinals. 8 o'clock, Astros take on the Rockies. 9:45, Mariners visit the Padres. A's host the Rangers. Dodgers take on the Mets at 10. NBA play-in games tonight. Heat face the Hornets at 7:30, and the Suns take on the Trailblazers at 10 o'clock. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Amish Elegance Fine Custom Furniture. It is a great time to shop at Amish Elegance. They are celebrating their 10-year anniversary all month long. We have a little more than 2 weeks to go here in April. You can take advantage. You can enjoy up to 30% off all furniture throughout the month inside their showroom at Amish Elegance. They have a beautiful 4,200-foot showroom floor for you to check out at 613 North Campbell Station Road in Farragut, right off the interstate. You will see and feel the difference in the quality of everything inside the store at Amish Elegance. You can also check out the website, AmishElegance.com. You can get a sense of everything they have available, anything for your bedroom, your living room, dining, or kitchen, or your children's room, or if you need something for your office space or outdoor. Need patio furniture? Perfect time to shop for it at Amish Elegance. They can customize anything you need. They can help you design every part of it, hand the plans over to the Amish families they work with to build beautiful furniture designed for you, and everything that is made from Amish elegance is bench-made. It's built to last for generations. Take advantage of the savings. Stop by 613 North Campbell Station Road in Farragut or go online to AmishElegance.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
Rod Stewart. A night of hit after hit after hit. Tomorrow night, Food City Center. Rod Stewart with special guest Howard Jones. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Rod Stewart, one last time. Produced by Live Nation.
Waters Equipment is your Maryville and surrounding area Woods Equipment tractor implement dealer, featuring the original Batwing rotary cutter. Woods Equipment offers products with 10-year gearbox warranties, rotary cutters with easy change blade system with a simple 3/4 wrench. They have Woods rotary cutters, rotary tillers, box blades, grater blades, pallet forks, finish mowers, and more products offered for tractors. Woods Equipment is available at Waters Equipment Company. Call 865-238-9000 or visit watersequipmentco.com.
This is Eric Ainge from the Eric Ainge Show on the Sports Animal and host of the Organized Investor Show, sponsored by Tennessee Wealth Management right here in Knoxville. For 2025, the 198 accounts this team manages averaged a net return of 36.3%, almost 3 times more than the Dow. Their 7-year track record, 16.7% per year, which is 6 points better. To learn how common stocks instead of mutual funds can materially improve your financial future, tune in Saturdays at 11, Sundays at 9 on News Talk 98.7. Also on your favorite podcast player, search The Organized Investor, or even better, join us at the Organized Investor Workshops at Chesapeake's on Parkside Drive in West Knoxville. You'll meet us in person, get a workbook, have a great meal, and learn how to get free estate planning documents through our online partner, Trust and Will. Seating is limited, so reserve your seat at theorganizedinvestor.com or by calling 865-415-2058.
Past performance is no guarantee of future results, and returns will vary depending on investment objectives and tolerance for risk. Eric Ainge and the other hosts of the Organized Investor Show are all employees of Tennessee Wealth Management.
I love a good deal. I mean, who doesn't? That feeling when you save some money on something that you've been wanting is just the best. But what if a deal that you've been hunting turns out to be the wrong size? Is it a deal? Hi, I'm Roger Cunningham, owner of The Bed Store. In the world of mattresses, fit is everything. A mattress that isn't a good fit is too expensive no matter what the price. Here at The Bed Store, our sleep experts focus on fitting you to the perfect mattress using our Tuck Fit process. Tuck Fit will help you narrow down your choices to 3 beds and no bears so you can make the absolute best decision. Our Tuck Fit experts have helped thousands of your friends and neighbors get the best sleep of their life, and we want to help you too. Right now at The Bed Store, you can get 0 interest for 24 months on all well-tucked mattresses and get free local delivery, setup, and removal. Head to bedstore.com today or head to one of our convenient 8 area locations and check out Well Tucked, a brand made with you in mind. The Bed Store, while we'll even tuck you in.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
We'll get ready for a very warm and breezy Tuesday. High temperatures pushing into the middle 80s heading into this afternoon. Mostly clear sunny sky, so great to get outside and enjoy the weather. However, we will see those wind gusts still prevailing 20 to 25 miles an hour, and added with low humidity, we'll be monitoring the risk for some fire danger throughout the rest of the day. I'm meteorologist Belle Oliver in the WVLT First Alert Weather Center.
Spring storms are coming. Is your roof ready to protect what matters most? For ultimate durability and peace of mind, whether it's shingle or metal, choose Creative Metal Systems. Don't wait for a leak. Protect your home today at CreativeMetalSystems.com. That's CreativeMetalSystems.com.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Fair, honest sports conversation from 2 guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. 865-656-9900 is how you can be part of the show.
What's your name again?
Let me look it up here. It says here Josh.
Josh or Joshua?
I was so eager. I am a Joshua. But it's Josh and Swain.
Gotcha. All right, just check. Just double check it, man.
I mean, we can workshop it. Joshua and Swain. We got to move you to the front for sure. Swain and Joshua.
I like Josh and Swain. Let's just keep it. You know, sometimes it's not necessary to upgrade, kind of like the college football playoff logo. Sometimes you just keep it the same.
Yeah, they updated that thing, huh?
I barely can tell.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
The playoff's not changing.
Oh, that's what they need to change.
I want to know how much money was spent on the logo update. It's going to bother me if I were to find out.
You don't want to know.
I do not want to know. You're right. I do not. I do want to talk to Jerry. Jerry, you're on Josh and Swain. Good afternoon.
Jerry.
Thanks for calling in. What's on your mind?
Jerry.
Good afternoon, guys. Certainly enjoy your show. Have a couple of questions about the Lady Vols basketball, and I trust that you'll answer my questions with a good, honest answer with your new firm.
We'll do our best. The Josh and Swain Portal Consultancy is open for business.
That's exactly what I want to talk about.
Okay.
Looking at the portal, I've noticed that the Tennessee Lady Vols do not seem to have, at this point in time, the big dominant center person. Is there one that they're recruiting or that we don't know about?
I'm not sure about the center. I do know they had some guards in town. The one guard from Georgia, I saw her on the sideline. They're still trying to get her, but I haven't heard of a center that Tennessee is in pursuit of.
Well, that to me would be a concerning factor because let me ask you this. What is the common denominator between South Carolina's game, Texas's game, maybe LSU's game, maybe Connecticut's game? How do they play their game? Is it not from the inside out, big post players, and then kick the ball out?
Yeah, South Carolina had a big dominant center who was, 6'4", 6'5", something like that. We know UCLA had Betts who 6'7". UConn, I mean, they had arguably the best player in the country who can step out and shoot it. But I don't think she was a center. I think she was more of a power forward. But, yeah, you got to have the size. And I think that's kind of where Tennessee went wrong, among other things, was that we were too small in the paint. And we didn't do the best job of rebounding. And we were really at the mercy of the other team's post player when defending too. Right. I mean, look at Oklahoma.
Exactly.
We play Oklahoma. They threw the ball in the post, and if we were behind them and got buried, like that was an easy 2 points or at least going to the foul line for free throws. So
yeah, second half just took advantage.
Yeah, like we got to address that issue for sure. Ain't no doubt about it.
The second thing might be very well, I think it was the LSU coach, Kim Mulkey, who said, once you see Tennessee play with their style of play, it's easy to adjust. And it might have been the Alabama coach. It's easy to adjust. You make one pass to the side, go over the top for a layup. Now, if other coaches are figuring that out, and some of us as lay people are figuring that out, is that going to be successful? That's this style of play in the SEC. I mean, it's a hard question. We've got a coach. She's coming back. I understand that. But are we not just going to have a mediocre season with smaller three-point shooters? How's that going to work?
Well, I don't think Kim Mulkey was the only coach who said that. I think there's some other coaches that kind of gave their opinion on Tennessee's system and how to attack it, and it wasn't necessarily complimentary of it. But, yeah, like Tennessee's defense wasn't that good either. I mean, you talk about trying to force 10-second calls, and you're trying to force turnovers so that way you can, at the end of the day, have more possessions than the opponent, because that's what the analytics say, that your style of play can give you more possessions. That wasn't the case either because you didn't stop enough people. So, yeah, like you don't have to play slow all the time, but I think you do need to go recruit a big that when you do go up against a Texas or South Carolina or a team that you mentioned with the big, that you can adjust your style of play for that game to be able to get the win instead of throwing your hands up going, oh, well, it's a bad matchup. We can't win this one because we're too small. No, you gotta fix that now with the personnel to be able to match up against those teams when you do play them.
Right, and maybe the last comment so you can get to the other people. Kim Caldwell mentioned their goal is to out-possession the other team, and you just mentioned it. Well, let me ask you, if you had an investment and somebody told you that you could get a 25 or 30% return, or you could have another investment and you could get 50 to 60% return, which investment would you choose? Well, you would probably choose the 50 to 60% return. Isn't that what a big player gives you in the middle, is a 50 to 60% chance of making a two-pointer as opposed to a 25 to 30% chance of making a three-pointer? Which one would you base your coaching career on?
Yeah, I would love to have a big. When I look around the country and look at all the top-tier teams, I mean, it's like having a transfer portal quarterback. It's like, all right, man, all these teams out here are winning with the transfer portal quarterback. I probably would lean towards having a transfer portal quarterback who's experienced. And when you Kim Caldwell, you look around the country, and everyone has who are good. They have a legitimate center who you can throw the ball into the post, and they can get you a bucket. I would probably try to get one of those too. I don't know if your system is going to outdo their system. At the end of the day, basketball is about putting the ball in the hoop, and you have a better percentage chance doing it when you're close to the basket.
I agree. Well, I thank you for your time. I certainly enjoy your show, and I hope I'm wrong about the Lady Vols. I'm concerned that we're in for another mediocre season, and I would love to be wrong and us be good. So I hope you have a great rest of the day, guys, and thanks for taking my call.
Okay, Jerry, thank you.
Yeah, the personnel is a question for sure, and Caldwell is addressing personnel with, replacing those girls. But like, you still gotta rebound. I mean, to have extra possessions, you gotta possess the ball when it comes off the rim. So you still have to rebound. You gotta defend the post. You can't get steals in the open court, and that be your only defense. You have to still be able to defend in the paint as well too.
Yeah, I thought, as the regular season went along and the results got worse on the court, I thought at times the drama and some of the narrative conversation around what was going on took away from the conversation of, on the court, teams had very little trouble attacking them. And we did talk about the third quarter issues. It seemed pretty apparent that once they were able to get to halftime, opposing coaches were able to get their players to settle down, settle in, and focus on what they needed to do, and they did it with ease a lot of the time. So, I have no criticism of the players they've added so far, but there is a lot of work to be done. Surely Kim Caldwell would agree if they want to compete anywhere close to championship level this upcoming season. So, Jerry, we appreciate the call and the questions. They did add Zen Craft. She's a 6'2" forward. She's somebody with a little bit of size who committed yesterday from Georgia. But
I think he's talking more like center.
No doubt. Yeah. More size is definitely needed. I totally agree, Jerry. Thank you for calling in. We come back, 865-656-9900 to join us on Josh and Swain.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
For 50 years, King Cleaners has been the leader of dry cleaning in Knoxville, with next-day service still available Monday through Thursday. Convenient locations, Kingston Pike and Beardley, and in Farragut. Alterations, wedding gown cleaning and preservation, plus pickup and delivery service twice a week. King Cleaners is committed to professional cleaning. They guarantee to provide you the first-rate quality and service that you expect. Family-owned for 50 years. There is none better. King Cleaners.
Do you have a house that's causing you stress and need to sell it fast? Then keep listening. Hi, I'm Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I will make you a fair, as-is, all-cash offer on your house today. No matter the condition, price range, or location, call me, 865-500-3711. Maybe it's inherited, sitting vacant, causing you financial stress, or needs more in repairs than you can handle. Whatever the situation, I'll buy it. Whether your house is in perfect condition or falling apart, I'll buy it. Behind on payments, I'll buy it. Tenants not paying rent, I'll buy it. Facing foreclosure, I'll buy it. No repairs, no banks, no fees, and no commissions. We can close in as little as 1 week. If you're ready to sell your house fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
In a flash, sell your house for cash. ProSource Home Buyers.
Uncertainty overseas, taxes, interest rates, market volatility. We feel your anxiety and we understand your anxiousness. Hi, I'm Mark Pankratz, former UT men's basketball coach and financial advisor with Axiom Wealth Management. At Axiom, we're here to listen, provide clarity, support, and expert advice. No matter what your financial questions are, you and your legacy deserve an answer. Our advisors are ready and here for you. Call us today or head to axiom.nm.com to schedule a no-obligation consultation. Axiom Wealth Management is a Northwestern Mutual private client group.
Discover Lake Tansy, home to one of Tennessee's top-rated golf courses in Crossville. Enjoy year-round play on their beautifully maintained 18-hole championship course, known for its consistent quick greens and a layout that's both welcoming and challenging. Make it a weekend with their lakefront cottage rentals. These cozy cottages are just steps from the golf shop, beach, marina, and more. Relax in a resort-style setting with a friendly, welcoming staff. Customize your golf getaway with professional instruction, scoring services, and delicious meals. Book your tee time now at Lake Tansy Resort. LakeTansy-POA.com for details.
At the YMCA of East Tennessee, your membership comes with so much more than just access to the gym. Group classes like yoga, body pump, Zumba, Pilates, Ultimate Fit, and water aerobics are all included. Need childcare while you work out? No problem. Whether you're an elite athlete training for the Knoxville Marathon or stepping into the gym for the very first time, yes, we'll even help you turn on the treadmill. You'll find all the support you need at the Y. 5 locations in Knoxville, unlimited possibilities. Join the Y today at ymcaknoxville.org, the YMCA of East Tennessee, for a better us.
A.G. Hines Company. For more than 100 years, since great-grandfather Albert Hines first opened the doors back in 1920, the best construction companies East Tennessee have used their building materials. But when it comes to your do-it-yourself projects, they're also the best first stop you can make thanks to their prices, selection of tools, and their experience. Visit their century-old business on Hines Street in downtown Knoxville. For 4 generations, they've been the area's most trusted supplier with building materials and tools. A.G. Hines Company. Building materials since anyone can remember.
Thanks for being with us. Final segment of hour number 2. Swain, I'll throw this question out to you. We have a few minutes to go. You can answer as long as you want to close out this hour, and then we can carry it over to next hour if you would like. This text from Wayne. We have 2 quarterbacks. We're on Tennessee football now.
Mm-hmm.
George McIntyre and Faison Brandon that appear to be even.
Okay.
Why can't we use Brandon to come in to run the Wildcat in some situations? Thought he had some wheels at the orange and white game. I don't see Brandon used strictly as a drop-back passing quarterback. GBO.
Why do we not see him as a drop-back passing quarterback? 'Cause I saw him in the pocket deliver the ball just fine to his receivers. I saw one receiver drop it. I've seen Faison Brandon in 2 scrimmages deliver the football. And this is why quarterbacks who can run choose not to run, because when they do, they're put in the box.
Mm-hmm.
They can run, but that doesn't mean that they should only be used to run the Wildcat. They are passers that can run instead of runners who play quarterback. There's a difference.
Yeah, if you have a quarterback with mobility, you don't want him to be strictly a drop-back passer. We've talked about the recruiting descriptions of pro style and dual threat. That's an area where a lot of quarterbacks, they don't want to be described as dual threat because that's viewed as not a passer.
Correct. Yeah.
But both guys are athletic and mobile.
Like think about
Faison and George.
Think about 2 years ago in the NFL playoffs when the Ravens were playing someone, and Lamar Jackson would not run. He could, but he would not.
He chose not to run.
Coming out of college, they had people trying to tell him to play receiver. So you get quarterbacks like that who are like, no, man, I'm going to beat you from the pocket with my arm. And I saw plenty of times Faison could have ran during scrimmages and chose not to, and he didn't have to. So that's not a good idea. Number one, because you don't want to be switching in the quarterbacks here and there and tip off the defense that you're about to run the Wildcat with one quarterback or the other. Number two, Faison's a complete quarterback. That's why he was a 5-star. If he was only a running quarterback who couldn't throw, he wouldn't be a 5-star quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He would be listed as an athlete. Like Jawan Jennings was probably listed as, coming out. And I know Jawan was listed as a quarterback, whatever, but Jawan ain't throwing it like Faison's throwing it.
Right.
Like it ain't even close.
What if they lined up Braylon Staley in the Wildcat, call it the B-gun? Shout out to Gerald Jones, the G-gun.
No, that's what they have running backs for.
And they've got those as well. We have another hour to go. We'll talk more football. We'll carry this over. Thanks for being with us.
With all due respect.
On Josh and Swain.
Full Send Golf.
You guys know how much I really, really love golf, and I think every week would be dope to post on the Golf Channel. I want to get a lot of guests on here.
Salim's going to take lead. I'm down to be in it. It's not really work to play golf.
Join the party on the golf course.
I was like, let's go to the range. Oh. So what are we putting on it?
We said 10K, right?
10K?
All right. We probably bet more than all the other golf channels, right?
10K, 9 holes.
Those guys bet for like cookies.
I feel like I'm going to shank it.
This guy's been training like a Navy SEAL when it comes to golf.
I'm very, very excited. You excited?
Yeah.
Full Send Golf. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
At Myers Yardscapes, they're with you from start to finish. From weekly mowing, seasonal pruning and mulch installation to hydro seeding, irrigation systems, and even outdoor uplighting. 865-567-4982. 865-567-4982 for Myers Yardscapes.
Protect your home with a new roof. Creative Metal Systems offers expert shingle and metal installation in East Tennessee. Get long-term durability and peace of mind. Visit CreativeMetalSystems.com now and schedule your free no-hassle quote. That's CreativeMetalSystems.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Join Tyler and Will this Friday afternoon at Oak Ridge Nissan at the corner of Illinois Avenue and the Turnpike in Oak Ridge. Make that short 10-minute drive from anywhere to Oak Ridge and save thousands. This Friday afternoon, starting at 3 at Oak Ridge Nissan with Tyler and Will in 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Fall Nation, big news for collectors. Sports Treasures, one of the largest and most trusted sports card and memorabilia stores in the South, has expanded. After nearly 40 years on North Broadway, Sports Treasures has opened a brand new location in Farragut, right across from Farragut High School. Find hobby boxes, singles, autographs, Tennessee Ball collectibles, memorabilia, man cave decor, and of course, the famous chip case collectors love. Follow Sports Treasures on Facebook for updates on the new Farragut location. Sports Treasures. Collect the memories, treasure the moments.
Nestled in the scenic shadows of the Great Smoky Mountains, Three Ridges Golf Course stands as Knoxville's top public golf destination. Recognized by Golf Digest as one of the best places to play, Three Ridges offers a thrilling challenge for golfers of all ages and skill levels, all without the hefty membership fees. Our pro shop is stocked with top brand golf gear, from balls and shoes to club rentals. Treat yourself to an unforgettable round of golf at Three Ridges. Book your tee time today. Call 865-687-4797 or visit knoxcounty.org.
Good old East Tennessee, we know family, hard work, and helping your neighbors still means a lot. I'm Nick Whitehead with Whitehead Auto Sales in Alcoa and Knoxville. Our family-owned and operated business is celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Our pillars are those three items: family, hard work, and helping your neighbor. Experience the difference of why we've been voted #1 in Blount County for years now, and why we've expanded to Chapman Highway to help even more. Visit whiteheadautosales.com or come shake our hands for a deal you can't find anywhere else. 20 years from our family to yours at Whitehead Auto Sales.
I love a good deal. I mean, who doesn't? That feeling when you save some money on something that you've been wanting is just the best. But what if a deal that you've been hunting turns out to be the wrong size? Is it a deal? Hi, I'm Roger Cunningham, owner of The Bed Store. In the world of mattresses, fit is everything. A mattress that isn't a good fit is too expensive no matter what the price. Here at The Bed Store, our sleep experts focus on fitting you to the perfect mattress using our Tuck Fit process. Tuck Fit will help you narrow down your choices to 3 beds and no bears so you can make the absolute best decision. Our Tuck Fit experts have helped thousands of your friends and neighbors get the best sleep of their life, and we want to help you too. Right now at The Bed Store, you can get 0 interest for 24 months on all well-tucked mattresses and get free local delivery, setup, and removal. Head to bedstore.com today or head to one of our convenient 8-area locations and check out Well Tucked, a brand made with you in mind. The Bed Store, while we'll even tuck you in.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, streaming worldwide on 99.1 thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
The NBA play-in round starts tonight. The Miami Heat will travel to Charlotte to face off against the Hornets. Charlotte has been a fun team to watch this season with rising stars like Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball. Con Knipple has a chance to win the Rookie of the Year award. The Hornets are built with young players coming into their own, which is exactly what the play-in round should be about, the start of something. I'm Chris Fleck.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be 1,000,000 miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
Welcome into hour number 3 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Next to Jason Swain, a VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver, I'm Josh Wood. We are presented by Junk Be Gone, East Tennessee's junk removal specialist, online at junkbegone.biz. We were talking about Tennessee's quarterback position at the end of last hour. It is George McIntyre versus Faison Brandon through the rest of the summer and into August to be Tennessee's starting quarterback. But we had a question about, could Faison be the backup and run Wildcat? And
Faison's playing better than George right now. Why would he be the backup?
I don't think he would, at least in that role.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. Let's go back the last 2-3 seasons. Have we really seen the Wildcat?
I think you see some direct snap packages, but like we used to, like you think of with Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams, no.
No, we don't see the Wildcat. We may see a direct snap where you give the guy the ball and he just runs, right? I mean, do a little quarterback counter or something like that, but throwing a guy in motion and then having his own read off of that motion and then him reading the in-man on the line of scrimmage and then pulling it and running it, that was Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, that was Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams.
If you have a special talent in the NFL, the Saints have continued to use Taysom Hill, but he's a guy that if the starter goes down, he could actually be your starting quarterback.
But when's the last time we saw Taysom Hill in that role?
Yeah,
it's been a while.
It's been a few years, but it would be that kind of player. Tennessee doesn't have that kind of player in its offense. I don't think.
My point is, offenses they have evolved over the last couple of years. They're just not doing that as much.
Right.
And in this case of Faison and George McIntyre, you had someone that went to the spring game and saw Faison in a sample size, saw him take off, and was like, oh, how about we just run him the whole time? My reply would be, how about no? Because he's going to get hurt, number one. Number two, he can throw from the pocket. Both guys took their shots downfield. Tennessee's DBs did a really good job of preventing explosive plays. But there were some balls that were dropped. And if you got a chance to watch the first scrimmage and the second scrimmage and watch other parts of practice during the course of spring, you would know that both guys are pocket passers. George can be mobile. Faison can hurt you with his legs. I think there's a difference. Like Faison can break your back and go for 30, 40 yards. George can pick up 10, 15 and move the chains. Both are pocket passers.
It's going to be a long, winding road over the next 3.5 months.
I got time.
Yeah, we got time on the show.
Yeah,
Happy to talk about it.
We got plenty of time.
Happy to.
But again, quarterbacks do not like being put in that box. Ooh.
Nor should they.
There are times when they will refuse to run, even though if it's 3rd and 7, it's a clear lane, they will still throw it. They do not love that stereotype at all. And they do everything in their power to prove it wrong. Sometimes they make the wrong play in doing that.
Right, because if it is 3rd and 7 and you do have a wide open lane, take that lane.
Just run it, man. No one's going to call you Michael Vick, okay? We know you still can throw it. Just pick up the first down. We're trying to win the game. We're trying to win here.
You can throw it on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
865-656-9900. Some portal updates coming for you. We say hello to Logan on Josh and Swain. Logan, good afternoon. Thanks for calling. What's on your mind today?
Hey, guys. I guess my question is, like, the people who – and obviously Heupel's not going to announce a starter anytime soon. But from what I saw, it doesn't look all that close to me. I think Faison Brandon looks – I think he's clearly the best quarterback on the field. Whether running it, passing it, whatever the case may be, he looks, to me, a lot better, a lot more confident than McIntyre looks. I'm not – and even if they were equal, if all things are equal, why would you not play the younger guy? If you're going to take your lumps with a new starter anyways, let's take him with the guy who's younger, who has the higher ceiling. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about that, but whether he's running it or throwing it, either one, he's not a wildcat quarterback. That guy's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. If it's equal, then you go with the young guy. typically, especially if both guys are either taking care of the ball or not taking care of the ball equally. You go with the guy who gives you the best chance to win, who is younger. So if you're George McIntyre, you can't let this thing be even. It cannot be even if you're trying to win this job. You cannot allow it to be close. You have to win it. You can't expect Faison to lose it. You got to win it.
Exactly. I'm just not, and I mean, I know we get a very small sample size of what the staff sees at practice and meetings and things like that, but from what I saw this weekend, it did not look really all that close. I mean, I thought Brandon was clearly the better quarterback.
Well, yeah, I don't think, Logan, you're the only person with that opinion. I'll say it on this side. I haven't had anybody say to me, I think George is clearly the best right now. Nobody said that to me. But I have heard favoritism towards Brandon. There's also some, it's still too early. But a lot of people believe Brandon made up ground from where he was at the start of spring practice, taking his first snap as a quarterback at Tennessee to the end of spring practice. And a lot of people believe the upside is higher as well with Faison.
That's the way it looks to me too. But, we all know what my opinion's worth, but that's just what I saw. But you guys have a great day. I appreciate you taking my call.
Thanks, Logan.
If you were out there at the orange and white game and you saw what you saw, your opinion is just as good as anyone who was there too.
Sure. By the way, I agree with the idea of if it's even, makes sense to go with the younger guy because of the potential to grow, develop, upside, all that. I do wonder from a coach's standpoint if it's even or about that. If you do a pros-cons conversation, and one of the cons with the younger quarterback is that there's more risk, that he's more likely to make mistakes.
It's not even then.
Maybe not. But a coach might view the older guy, even if he's not all that experienced, but the older guy is less risky, even if their level of play is relatively even.
Well, again, I don't think that would be considered even for me. I got one for you, though.
Well, the way that would be even, just to clarify, the younger guy, he might be making more plays. He has higher upside, but lower downside. The other guy might be somewhere in the middle of that.
I still don't count that as even, but I see what you're saying. But I got something for you. Here, I got this scenario for you. Let's say it's even, and let's say it's close. Now the decision is, if you go with one guy and he doesn't work out, and you go with the other guy, you can do that more than probably going with in this case, Faison first. So if you went with Faison first, you probably lose George, or you are afraid you may lose George. Not probably, because I don't know how George would respond. But you'd be a little concerned that you will lose George. But if you go with George first, and George loses it, then you can go with Faison for the rest of the season. Going with Faison first, you might lose George for the season. I think that might be the concern if those guys are even. Do you see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying. If that were the case, is that not a concern in its own right with George? Because Tennessee went with Joe Milton over Hendon. They didn't lose Hendon. Hendon stayed locked in, ready to go if he got an opportunity.
Hendon was like 23 years old. We're talking
I get it.
We're talking about a guy who's, 19?
Yeah, I get it.
Still young.
Yeah.
I mean, so, this is part of the evaluation process of you understanding the temperament of your player and how they would handle preparing and still mentally being in it if they don't win the job. So, who can mentally still be in it if they don't win it? Who would check out? If it's even, that's something you got to think about. If it's not even, then you go with the guy who has the lead. But if it's even, okay, who can handle it? Remember, there was a Quentin Dormady, Jared Gantano battle, right?
Yep.
I believe that they thought that Quentin Dormady would be able to handle not winning the job, but Jared could, and you could always go from Dormady to Garantano rather than Garantano to Dormady. I think that's probably part of the decision. Again, like if it's even, I think that's something that you have to think about too.
Yeah, probably so. That still concerns me.
Isn't that crazy though?
It is.
That happens. I mean, that's part of it.
Because you want your quarterback to be a big-time leader, an alpha type, right? Well, if you're afraid you're going to lose him because he's the backup, well, then does he have the traits, period, to be the guy? I'm not even saying this is the case with George. I'm just saying in general.
No, I'm saying if it's even, I think that's something that you think about.
Yeah.
I'm just using hypotheticals here.
I got you. Yeah, just factors that you consider.
Because you can't play both at the same time. You can't say, hey, it's a tie, so we're playing 12 guys, or we're playing 2 quarterbacks. And
well, there is the option to play both guys early and let them try to sort it out against Furman. But that carries another set of risks.
No, I'm not talking about playing in the same game. I mean playing at the same time.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they can't play at the same time.
I know.
So somebody has to be.
You can say, hey, we're going to play both guys. We haven't decided who that is yet.
I mean, you could do that. That's what we did 2004 with Schaefer and Ainge. They played in the UNLV game, and it kind of worked itself out.
Yeah, Missouri did that at the start of this past season. They had an injury come into play, but Bo Pribula was not the guy right away. He became the guy.
Yeah. Something to think about.
You know what you'd like one of them to do? Take it and run. Make it clear. You don't want it to be even. You don't want it to be, we got this factor, we got that factor.
You want it to be even now, but you don't want it to be even in the fall.
Yep.
You want it to be as close as even as it can be now. But if we are 2 weeks away from start of the season, and that's normally when Josh Heupel makes the decision on the quarterback, I don't think you want it even. I don't think your team is going to allow you to make it even. They'll let you know which one they think is better.
Logan, good call. Good topics to consider over the next 3.5 months before Tennessee plays a football game. What did the internet say? 144 days until September 5th.
Well,
we got time.
Sometimes the internet's right, Josh.
Sometimes.
I think this is one of those times.
We're still crunching some numbers here on Josh and Swain. We continue on Josh and Swain.
Be here this afternoon at 5 for 30 uninterrupted minutes of talking sports. Breaking only to give you 30-second traffic updates and then straight back to sports. No Huddle, powered by USS, proud ball sponsor and foundation expert United Structural Systems. For all your foundation and waterproofing needs.
They guarantee their best.
Call USS. No Huddle this afternoon at 5.
This isn't your grandparents' YMCA. Sure, you might have learned to swim at the Y or spend summers at camp, but when was the last time you experienced the Y? Today's YMCA of East Tennessee is packed with everything you need to crush your fitness goals. From top-of-the-line workout equipment to pickleball courts, platforms for heavy lifting, certified personal trainers, and high-energy body pump classes. There's a place for you at the Y. Rediscover the YMCA of East Tennessee. 5 locations, endless possibilities. Visit ymcaknoxville.org to join today. The YMCA of East Tennessee, where fitness meets community.
Discover Lake Tansy, home to one of Tennessee's top-rated golf courses in Crossville, high atop the beautiful Cumberland Plateau. At Lake Tansy, you'll play one of Tennessee's top-rated, most meticulously maintained championship courses. Quick, smooth greens, a player-friendly layout, and just the right amount of challenge to keep you coming back. Before or after your round, relax lakeside, enjoy the beach, or stay in one of their cozy lakeside cabins. Grab your clubs, East Tennessee. Your next unforgettable golf day is waiting at Lake Tansy. Book your tee time today at laketansy-poa.com.
Knoxville area contractors, tired of suppliers who just don't get your business? Win Supply of East Tennessee HVAC is locally owned, contractor-focused, and backed by national buying power. We proudly supply GE Appliances air and water solutions, giving you trusted HVAC products and dependable support. With GE Appliances and the Win Supply network behind us, you get strength, availability, and real partnership. Learn more at winsupplyinc.com or call 865-381-7680. Win Supply of East Tennessee HVAC, your local edge with national reach.
The
The A.G. Hines Company, a fourth-generation family business backed by more than 100 years of customer service serving all East Tennessee. That's a century's worth of knowledge in material application, concrete, masonry, waterproofing, stucco eaves, slate roofing, and manufactured stone veneer. They have you covered with name brands like Nudura, Drive-It, and Spec Mix. No job is too big or too small. They have the expertise to assist in all your residential or commercial construction needs. The A.G. Hines Company, building materials since anyone can remember.
Truck drivers, Midwest Logistics Systems is hiring local dedicated truck drivers in your area. As an MLS driver, you'll experience the ease of hauling no-touch freight, earning predictable pay, and having a consistent Monday through Friday schedule. Plus, MLS drivers earn performance and safety-based bonuses and have access to a benefits package with health care, a 401k, paid time off, and more. Stop missing out on valuable time at home. Find a local dedicated job near you and apply at MidwestLogisticsSystems.com.
Experience and leadership matter when it comes to protecting Knox County. David Amburn has spent his career providing both. David Amburn has served as a corrections officer, patrol officer, detective, federal task force officer, and narcotics captain. He was promoted to chief of detectives by Sheriff Tom Spangler in 2021, where he proudly serves today. A lifetime of service, a record of leadership, a commitment to keeping Knox County safe.
I'm David Amburn, and I'm asking for your vote for Knox County Sheriff.
Vote David Amburn for Knox County Sheriff. Learn more at AmburnForSheriff.com. Paid for by David Amburn for Sheriff.
Nothing reminds you of how much you rely on your air conditioner like the first really hot day in East Tennessee. Schedule Pipe Wrench Home Services $79 seasonal tune-up now before the heat sets in. Our certified technicians inspect, clean, and fine-tune your HVAC system to help it run efficiently and reliably while reducing the risk of breakdowns when you need it most. And while we're there, we can also recommend ways to improve your indoor air quality for cleaner, healthier air throughout your home. For more than 20 years, homeowners across Knoxville, Maryville, Oak Ridge, and surrounding communities have trusted Pipe Wrench Home Services for dependable comfort. And with our same-day service guarantee, you won't be left waiting when comfort matters most. Schedule your $79 seasonal tune-up today at PipeWrench.com. Same-day service guaranteed, or the visit is free. Offer valid on standard systems only. Visit PipeWrench.com for details.
Everything is more expensive than before, except for the sports animal, always free on the air and on the stream. 99.1, the sports animal.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on the Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain, thanks for being with us. Portal news on the ladies' side. Denia Prawl is headed to Louisville. Talia Goodman of On3 with that report earlier this hour. So one of the members of this past freshman class from the Lady Vols headed to Louisville.
I'll be watching Louisville. Louisville's fun to keep up with and follow. They do a good job up there.
Any news on Jada Civil? Can you do some kind of NIL dual package, get Nate Mint and Jada Civil to come back?
Man, I haven't heard about Civil in any other schools. I told you, I thought she was the most important player for Tennessee to get back. And hopefully Tennessee is one of the teams she's still considering. She's special, man. She got a high ceiling. I hope she comes back.
We had a number of Josh and Swain listeners at the start of the show making their pitch for Nate to return for one more season at Tennessee.
Of course you want Nate Mint to come back. I mean, I would love for him to come back. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't want him to come back. But, I mean, Tennessee would probably be a top 5 spender if they have to go out there, get some of the targets that they're targeting right now, and bring Nate Ament back. Like, Nate's making a lot of money last year, and he would need double that to even make sense. Wouldn't make sense for him, anything less than double.
Grant Ramey compiled some updates on Nate Ament projections. ESPN's ranking in the top 100 has Nate at number 8 overall. This compilation is at VolQuest. NBADraft.net has Ament going number 8. The Ringer has Ament going number 9. Remember, the draft lottery is still to be determined of who will be picking where. Both CBS Sports and Sports Illustrated have Nate at number 12. USA Today has Nate at number 15. So that's a ranking at number 8. And then current mock draft projections, again, without knowing who's picking where. Number 8, number 9, 2 at number 12, and number 15.
Seems like he should be leaving. When you hear that.
The draft is set for June 23rd. Players have until May 27th to withdraw from the draft. So that's about a month and a half.
Yeah, plenty of time. So this thing's going to play out over the next couple of weeks. Guys don't have to rush, and there's no reason to. I mean, biggest decision of their career. And basketball season is nowhere close either. So there's plenty of time.
We have 30 minutes to go on today's show. We still have an attaboy to hand out before the hour ends. We'll come back and talk to Jay Busby. He was in Augusta all of last week covering the Masters for Yahoo Sports. Great story. Rory McIlroy goes back-to-back. We'll discuss with Jay Busby when we come back. We're presented by Junk Begun on Josh and Swain.
When special guests call in to 99.1 The Sports Animal, you hear them on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline, StanleyFence.com.
Hey, I'm Josh Hemphill, right here in Knoxville. Let's talk about something that's not always top of mind, but still really important, life insurance. The Josh Hemphill State Farm Team can help you understand options that best fit your family. Contact us right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Lady Vols softball completed a 3-game SEC series sweep of Kentucky with a 10-3 win Monday night. Lady Vols ended up outscoring the Wildcats 21-3 over the course of 3 games. Tennessee back in action tomorrow night on the road against Duke. Tennessee baseball, fresh off that 3-game SEC sweep over Mississippi State on the road, returns home to Lindsey Nelson Stadium tonight to take on UNC Asheville. First pitch is set for 6 o'clock. Major League Baseball tonight for your Tuesday at 6:40. The Diamondbacks take on the Orioles. Phillies host the Cubs. Royals visit the Tigers. Reds take on the Giants. Nationals visit the Pirates. Just after 7 o'clock, Yankees take on the Angels. Braves host the Marlins. At 7:45, Red Sox visit the Twins. White Sox host the Rays. Blue Jays take on the Brewers. Guardians visit the Cardinals. 8 o'clock, Astros take on the Rockies. 9:45, Mariners visit the Padres. A's host the Rangers. Dodgers take on the Mets at 10. NBA play-in games tonight. Heat face the Hornets at 7:30, and the Suns take on the Trailblazers at 10 o'clock. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Ted Russell Ford. Stop by Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike, and you can see all different types of options from Ted Russell Ford, your super dealer and the #1 volume Ford dealer in East Tennessee. I've shopped and purchased vehicles from each location. You can shop online to get started at tedrussellford.net. Their spring savings include 0% financing available on brand new Ford trucks. They have a great gas saver lineup available. If you're interested in electric vehicle options, see what Ted Russell Ford can do for you. You can call and ask any questions, or you can search all the vehicles that are available, more than 460 vehicles in stock right now when you check out tedrussellford.net. You can look at all their trucks that they have available. You can look at their SUV options like the Explorer, the Expedition, or the Escape, the Edge, the Ford Bronco, and Bronco Sport, all available for you to shop online at tedrussellford.net. They'll offer you great service. They can bring a vehicle to you. As a customer, you can take advantage of mobile service from Ted Russell Ford. Start online at tedrussellford.net.
This has been a paid announcement. Do you have a house that's causing you stress and need to sell it fast? Then keep listening. Hi, I'm Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I will make you a fair, as-is, all-cash offer on your house today. No matter the condition, price range, or location, call me, 865-500-3711. Maybe it's inherited, sitting vacant, causing you financial stress, or needs more repairs than you can handle. Whatever the situation, I'll buy it. Whether your house is in perfect condition or falling apart, I'll buy it. Behind on payments, I'll buy it. Tenants not paying rent, I'll buy it. Facing foreclosure, I'll buy it. No repairs, no banks, no fees, and no commissions. We can close in as little as 1 week. If you're ready to sell your house fast, call me at 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
In a flash, sell your house for cash. Pro Source Home Buyers.
I love a good deal. I mean, who doesn't? That feeling when you save some money on something that you've been wanting is just the best. But what if a deal that you've been hunting turns out to be the wrong size? Is it a deal? Hi, I'm Roger Cunningham, owner of the Bed Store. In the world of mattresses, fit is everything. A mattress that isn't a good fit is too expensive no matter what the price. Here at the Bed Store, our sleep experts focus on fitting you to the perfect mattress using our Tuck Fit process. Tuck Fit will help you narrow down your choices to 3 beds and no bears so you can make the absolute best decision. Our Tuck Fit experts have helped thousands of your friends and neighbors get the best sleep of their life, and we want to help you too. Right now at the Bed Store, you can get 0 interest for 24 months on all well-tucked mattresses and get free local delivery, setup, and removal. Head to bedstore.com today or head to one of our convenient 8-area locations and check out Well Tucked, a brand made with you in mind. The Bed Store, while we'll even tuck you in.
If you have a financial advisor, are things going as well as they could be? This is Eric Ainge from The Eric Ainge Show on 99.1 The Sports Animal and host of the Organized Investor Show with Jerry Goodman and Megan Hubbard from Tennessee Wealth Management. Your investments may be growing, but it's wise to compare your results so you're not leaving potential returns on the table. For the first 9 months of 2025, the 210 accounts this team manages averaged a net return of 33.2%. That's 3.5 times more than the Dow. And their 5-year track record is 18.3%, which is 7 points better than the Dow. Learn things your advisor will never tell you. You can listen to the Organized Investor Show every Saturday at 11 a.m., every Sunday at 9 a.m. on News Talk 98.7. You can also listen at theorganizedinvestor.com on your favorite podcast player or my podcast page for The Eric Ainge Show. Past performance is no guarantee of future results, and returns will vary depending on investment objectives and tolerance for risk.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's new Biggie Deals. Choose one of Wendy's new Biggie Deals. At $4, $6, and $8, pick one of the new Biggie Deals you're craving. For a pretty biggie deal, gotta be Wendy's. U.S. price and participation may vary.
After a mild start to your Tuesday morning, we've got a warm and sunny day ahead of us heading into this afternoon. We'll see temperatures climb to the middle 80s for afternoon highs, well above average for this time of year in the middle of April. Mostly sunny skies stay with us for the rest of the day, and we'll keep the dry weather for the time being. I'm meteorologist Belle Oliver in the WVLT First Alert Weather Center.
Hi, I'm Andy, owner of Mo Shingles. I'm our only estimator, which means we don't pay sales commissions. That can save you thousands. If you want the best roof with the best warranty at the best price, call Mo Shingles, 770-0506.
Josh and Swain is brought to you by Junk Be Gone. Rent any dumpster at regular rate and get 2 extra days free. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for 2 decades.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Next to Jason Swain, VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver, I'm Josh Ward. We go to the Stanley Fencing and Gates hotline to say hello to Jay Busby of Yahoo Sports. Jay, we appreciate the time as always. Are you able to take the pimento cheese sandwiches or the peach ice cream, anything else home with you? How does that work? Are you able to get a big to-go box?
You know what? It's funny you say that because the peach ice cream is a little tricky to get home, and the pimento cheese, you probably don't want it to sit out. But one of the ridiculous things that the Masters does, if people don't hate the media enough, they have this big carry and grab and go station where you can grab pimento cheese and you can grab candy and drinks and all the like cookies and stuff. And so at the end of the night, at the end of Sunday night, they had it all sitting out and basically were inviting you to take all this stuff off their hands. So yes, I did grab some Masters cookies and Masters popcorn and Masters goodies like that.
You could simply say I was at the Masters last week, and people are going to hate you, Jay. So when they're told that you were given stuff to go from your week-long trip to the Masters, well, then the hatred is solidified. I think a lot of people are happy for Rory McIlroy. How about that story? Last year, finally breaking through and winning, and then here he is, back-to-back winner at the Masters.
Yeah, it was tremendous. I mean, it's good to see the guy is. I know that there are pockets of people that hate him for various reasons, but he seems to have everything in order for what for what we want out of a professional athlete. He seems to have his head on fairly straight. He loves his mom and dad, which is very nice. He's cute with his daughter, and he is open about his own personal struggles and what it costs him and what it takes to get to this point. Where a lot of athletes in every sport they don't want to dig that deep. They don't want to kind of take off the Band-Aid. They don't want to plumb their consciousness and figure out why it is that they fail, and they have to acknowledge that they fail. McIlroy looks that right in the face and says, here's what I did wrong, and here's what I'm going to try and do better. And if it doesn't work out, I'm going to come back and try it again next year. So it's a pretty admirable quality to face up to your struggles and to not run from them, but admit that you're struggling.
Was there a moment during the Masters where you knew, okay, Rory's winning this thing? Was there like a defining moment that stands out to you?
If it was anybody else on earth, I would have said the shot on 12 when he goes and puts it closer to anyone else over the water, amen corner, that famous hole. And if it were anybody else on earth, I would have said, that's it. That's the moment that he won the Masters, and that's what I used for my story. But because it was Rory McIlroy, I mean, literally until he put the green jacket on a second time, I was like, he's going to figure a way to blow this, because he always lives at the absolute knife edge. We've seen it so many times with other sports. We saw it with like Duke and UConn at the last second. Something goes horribly wrong, and poor Rory. One of the defining characteristics of the last half of his career has been he has snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, as the old saying goes. And so yeah, it was nerve wracking. He had that last shot on 18, and he puts that over far to the right, and you're thinking, oh my God, he's going to give it away. Scottie Scheffler's going to grab the green jacket right out of his hands. But yes, when he started to find himself there on the second nine on Sunday afternoon, that's when you start to believe.
Yeah, Scotty, man, he made another run at it where I thought, is he going to do this again? Is he going to break through where he was essentially out of the conversation with what Cam Young was doing and Justin Rose, how he had been charging, and then here comes Scotty putting pressure on at least at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was astounding. Scheffler is just able to find a gear that other players just do not have. I mean, he just is so relentless, and he's so good, and he doesn't make mistakes. That's the key to it. He did not make a single bogey all weekend long. He just does not make mistakes, and that's very, very tough to when he is on. That is very, very tough to beat, because in golf, you're not actually fighting. This is not a revelatory statement here or anything, but you're not fighting against the other guy. You can't go and tackle the other guy and keep him from making a putt. You have to play your best golf and then kind of hope that the other guy doesn't play his. But you look up and you see a guy like Scheffler who's just continuing to pound and pound away at your lead. It's tough to watch. That's why Tiger Woods was so good back in the days, because his name on the leaderboard would spook people. They would see, oh my God, Tiger chased me, I'm dead. He's going to just run me down, because he did not make mistakes. And Scheffler, to a large extent, is very much the same way.
So what interests you next or moving forward with the rest of the season? The Masters kind of feels like a kickoff for a lot of golf fans or those that are checking in on the sport. What interests you moving forward, looking at the rest of the spring and summer coming up?
Yeah, I mean, we're in a situation now where we've got this real rivalry between Scheffler and McIlroy. They've won 4 of the past 5 majors. Scheffler is in line, even though McIlroy got the career Grand Slam, the first one in 20-some-odd years last year. Scheffler is in position to do it already this year if he wins the U.S. Open. So those are going to be kind of the defining stories. And then you want to see there are a number of players who are very good that are trying to break up to that, break through and get to that upper echelon level. Probably chief among those is Tommy Fleetwood. He still does not have a major win. Good-looking dude, got the long flowing hair, looks like Jesus out there on the links. He was playing well for a while. He kind of faded a little bit, but he might be the most interesting guy to watch in terms of what he's able to do this year if he can maximize his talent and step up and win on the biggest stages. But, it's going to be fun to see. There's going to be a lot of personalities, a lot of jockeying, and to see how they're able to the players are able to handle themselves under that huge shadow that McIlroy and Scheffler are casting over the sport.
As many years as you've covered the Masters, the many times you've seen guys sport the green jacket, is there a guy that you just feel bad for, that they've been cracking at this thing for years and years, they just can't break through, that you want to see be able to break through next year?
Yeah, it's without a doubt, it's Justin Rose. This is a guy who he lost last year in a playoff. He lost back in 2017. And a playoff, in the Masters, a playoff, if, whoever's not familiar, where it is a sudden death. It is one hole. They will go and play one hole, and whoever wins that hole wins the green jacket right there. There's all the other 90-some-odd players, they are out of it. And so you're down to your last two players. And Justin Rose has come so close. 3 second-place finishes, 2 losses in playoffs. He's without a doubt one of the nicest guys on tour, and he just could not quite get it done. He was actually leading after the 7th hole on Sunday. He was looking in good shape. This is it. He's going to finally win his Masters, and then he starts putting badly, and it gets away from him. So he's the guy that I think that a whole lot of golf fans would like to see him finally come through and win the Masters. He's got a major, but it was all the way back in 2013 at the U.S. Open, and so he's probably the guy that I think that if you had to ask who people want to see win the Masters next, it'd be Justin Rose, without a doubt.
Jay, anything to plug out the door? A lot of coverage from this past week at the Masters, or anything that's coming up next that you'll be working on?
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of done with the Masters snacks. I did all that all over social media now, so I'm going to try and eat healthy here for a couple of weeks at least. But we are gearing up, obviously, for the NFL draft. I know you guys are too. So it'll be all draft talk all the time here for the next couple of weeks.
Yep. Next Thursday kicks off the NFL draft. What is your favorite food item, by the way, at Augusta?
Peach, you mentioned it already, peach ice cream sandwich. I mean, without a doubt. I have one at the beginning of the week, and then I try to stay away from them because I would eat one for every meal if I could. But that's not a great long-term health plan.
Jay Busby, he just flashes that VIP badge when he walks through, and they just hand him all the snacks he can handle at Augusta. He lives the life. You can read his work at yahoosports.com. Jay, great to have you back on the show. We appreciate the time as always. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Take care, my friends.
Jay Busby, Yahoo Sports, right here on the Stanley Fencing and Gates Hotline.
You should pick Justin Rose next year, Josh. Listen, man, you're a Bulls fan, you're a Raiders fan.
I picked Bryson. He bombed.
Just pick Justin Rose next year.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, maybe you should. Might as well. What do you have to lose?
Whatever tiny ounce of credibility I'm still holding on to.
See? I'm saying. Just pick him, man.
Hey.
He needs some support. He just needs someone to believe in him. You could be that guy. And when he wins next year, he could be like, you know what? There was this radio host in Knoxville, Tennessee. He believed in me. I didn't want to let him down. Josh Ward, this is for you, man.
This is for Josh Ward, and you can call him and Jason Swain for Portal Consultancy. Maybe we can get an NIL deal. I'll pick him. He'll get our sponsorship for Portal Consultancy feedback.
Let's do it.
You know who I believe in, Swain? I believe in caller number 9 to 656 wins, because caller number 9 to 656 wins will receive a 4-pack of tickets to tonight's Tennessee-Asheville baseball game. Starts at 6 o'clock. Want to make sure you can go. It's tonight. We'll get them to you electronically. Caller number 9 to 656 wins will win a 4-pack of tickets to go see the red-hot Tennessee baseball Vols 3-0.
You okay over there?
That look you gave me, 3-0. That's the updated record, right?
That's
in SEC play?
I don't think it's funny, Josh. I don't know what you're laughing at, man.
Okay.
I'm offended that you would think it's funny. I'm serious.
As was I.
I'm serious. Vols starting over, baby.
Okay. Taking down
3-0.
Taking down the SIP this weekend. They'll get a head start against UNC Asheville. 6 o'clock start today at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. And caller number 9 at 656-WINS gets a 4-pack of tickets to the baseball game. We'll come back. We have an attaboy to hand out before we go right here on Josh and Swain.
You're either in or you're out. And some things need to be kept in. And some things need to be kept out.
Whether it's for safety, curb appeal, or privacy, Cantrell Fence Company separates the in from the out. Aluminum, wood, vinyl, or chain link, we can meet your needs. Let us help you keep what's important in and the rest out. Get your instant estimate today at CantrellFence.com.
At Big Kahuna Wings, we're big on delicious desserts.
We're big on serving the coldest local brews to pair with the biggest Big Kahuna Wings.
Come see us today at our Farragut or Murrayville location or our franchise location at Westtown. Big flavor, big friendly, Big Kahuna Wings.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan, and we're the stinkingest dealership around. Ooh. We got the best stinking prices on new Nissans and the lowest stinking payment, and that makes for a good stinking deal. Ted Russell Nissan, we done stunk up Knoxville right here on stinking Kingston Pike.
Knoxville area contractors, tired of suppliers who just don't get your business? Win Supply of East Tennessee HVAC is locally owned, contractor focused, and backed by national buying power. We proudly supply GE Appliances air and water solutions, giving you trusted HVAC products and dependable support. With GE Appliances and the Win Supply network behind us, you get strength, availability, and real partnership. Learn more at winsupplyinc.com or call 865-381-7680. Win Supply of East Tennessee HVAC, your local edge with national reach.
Slow drains, gurgling, and bad odors may seem minor, but left unattended, they can turn into a plumbing emergency fast. Don't let a clogged drain become a disaster. Keep things moving smoothly with Pipe Wrench's $99 drain clearing, guaranteed to work, or it's free. Our certified plumbers arrive prepared with the tools and expertise to clear even the most stubborn clogged drains. And with our same-day service guarantee, you get fast relief without the inconvenience of waiting. Have more than just a clogged drain? We also offer free on-site estimates and free second opinions on repairs. Your comfort isn't just our job, it's our promise. Schedule your $99 drain clearing online today at pipewrench.com. If we can't clear it, you don't pay. Pipe Wrench Home Services, trusted in Knoxville, Maryville, Oak Ridge, and neighboring communities for over 20 years. Same-day service guaranteed, or the visit is free. For residential main lines only, requires clean-out access. Visit pipewrench.com for details.
For 50 years, King Cleaners has been the leader of dry cleaning in Knoxville, with next-day service still available Monday through Thursday. Convenient locations, Kingston Pike and Beardley, and in Farragut. Alterations, wedding gown cleaning and preservation, plus pickup and delivery service twice a week. King Cleaners is committed to professional cleaning. They guarantee to provide you the first-rate quality and service that you expect. Family-owned for 50 years. There is none better. King Cleaners.
Nestled in the scenic shadows of the Great Smoky Mountains, Three Ridges Golf Course stands as Knoxville's top public golf destination. Recognized by Golf Digest as one of the best places to play, Three Ridges offers a thrilling challenge for golfers of all ages and skill levels, all without the hefty membership fees. Our pro shop is stocked with top brand golf gear, from balls and shoes to club rentals. Treat yourself to an unforgettable round of golf at Three Ridges. Book your tee time today. Call 865-687-4797 or visit knoxcounty.org.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. I've had the privilege of seeing miracles, broken families rebuilt, every crash, every workplace injury, every medical mistake. Fighting back can work. We've gone toe-to-toe with insurance giants, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion recovered. Size matters. Reputation matters. Results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, 150 4th Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee lawyer will handle Tennessee cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
I'm Tennessee head football coach Josh Heupel. Get your Tennessee football coverage where you get insight unlike any other. No one covers the ball like 99.1, the sports animal.
Back for the final segment of Josh and Swain. Every day presented by Junk Beyond. Congrats to Larry. He was caller number 9. He won the 4-pack of tickets to see Tennessee against UNC Asheville. It's going to be a beautiful evening for baseball at Lindsey Nelson Stadium.
Can't beat it, man. Undefeated in league play. The Tennessee Volunteers, as of Sunday, this is a renewed and re-energized baseball team.
Two-way standout Blaine Brown, by the way, will be on the mound for Tennessee. So something for Larry and every fan headed to the stadium to check out. Hey, we're going to hand out, it'll be some Attagirls coming up in just a moment. Saw this story earlier in the hour as we're monitoring the transfer portal. We had a text saying, hey, seeing buzz that Jalen Harrelson could choose Tennessee. Have you heard anything? That would not be surprising at all if the forward from Notre Dame visiting Tennessee chooses Rick Barnes and the Volunteers. So, yeah, definitely monitoring Jalen Harrelson, 6'7" forward from Notre Dame. There is news from the New York Post. Saw Jeff Goodman of Field of 68 saying the same. Quinn Ellis is a 6'4", 6'5" guard who has chosen St. John's. You may be unfamiliar with Quinn Ellis's game. You might not have seen him play in college basketball or high school basketball this past season, Swain, because he was starring for Olympia Milano of the Italian Serie A League and played in the Euro League. And he didn't just participate, he shined. He was named the LBA's best young player, the Italian Cup MVP, and Italian Super Cup MVP in 2025. He played 25 minutes per game in the Euro League. He's 22 years old. He also played for Great Britain in the World Cup qualifiers, averaging 17.5 points, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds per game.
So why is he not going to the NBA?
Well, that is a fair question, but he is headed to college.
Is he going to be a freshman?
I don't know, because we have seen, Ethan Berg as an example, that pro experience overseas has been used to determine eligibility. So Ethan arrived as a sophomore. I would think that Quinn Ellis would be older than a freshman or more advanced than freshman classification. But not to defend Nate Oates, this is the type of player he was talking about when he said, hey, you see pros from other leagues that can come over here and play. That was in his case with Charles Bediako. A difference, of course, is Bediako was in college, left to play professionally, and then tried to come back. But Quinn Ellis, born in the United Kingdom, starring in the EuroLeague and for Italian team Olympia Milano, is headed to play at St. John's as a 22-year-old.
Yeah, I'm with Nate Oates on this one. I mean, him and Ethan Berg are totally different. I mean, this guy was playing at a high level at a high-level EuroLeague.
Yeah, the highest league you're going to find professionally outside the NBA overseas.
So,
yep.
Of course, Rick Pitino said enough is enough. I'm tired of playing with y'all.
Yep. Reportedly chose St. John's over Kentucky, Florida, Houston, BYU, and Duke.
I joked with you. I mean, Rick Pitino loves Kentucky and Mark Pope so much. Gave him a ring endorsement. Why didn't he let Mark Pope get this recruit?
Well, a year from now, he might let Mark Pope recruit for him on his staff. Things don't work out in Lexington. So, interesting addition there for St. John's, a 22-year-old who has starred for an Italian pro team at the highest level.
Why not?
College sports have changed. That is for sure.
He's about to be killing people next year. He's going to average 30 points per game in college.
Oh, man, Patino's going to love having him run the offense.
If he's averaging almost 20 in a pro league, a Euro league that's right under the NBA, what do you think he's going to do in the Big East? He's going to torch teams.
We were asked, is that Slim Jesus? I'm not familiar with his name, but now I want to check him out. Slim Jesus is Mika Murinen, a Finnish pro player. Slim Jesus. All right, let's hand out today's attaboy.
That's a good idea.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me. Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Homes, remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy.
So we hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day, and today it is a collection of Attagirls, Jason Swain, because UCLA ran through the NCAA tournament, made easy work of South Carolina in the national championship game, and then set a record last night with 5 first-round picks in the WNBA draft.
Yeah, had 6 on the night. I mean, their 6th one came right outside the first round at the beginning of the second round. And so, like, we've always had conversations about, hey, man, how do you win? Well, the more pro players you have, the better chances you have in winning. And so it makes total sense why UCLA was able to do what they did to Texas, who was a legit contender to win the championship, and then do what they did to South Carolina. I mean, it wasn't even a game in any of the Final Four games for UCLA. Well, that's because they had 6 pro players on their squad. So they made history. I don't know if that's going to be broken. It's weird that as good as UConn has been over the years, they haven't done that. But kudos to UCLA, man. Just a fantastic run. It was cool to see all those players and the team there supporting each other when their teammates got drafted.
Yep, 6 players drafted, 5 in the first round by UCLA, a collection of Attagirls. They were the best in college basketball and is backed up in the WNBA draft last night. We hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day, shining light on big accomplishments, positive stories. Every day, handing out Attaboys and Attagirls on Josh and Swain. From the WNBA draft last night as well, Janiah Barker from Tennessee was taken with the next to last pick of the second round by the Las Vegas Aces. It's a 3-round draft, so she went 29th overall to the Las Vegas Aces.
Hey, better not be with the stuff in Las Vegas. Whatever that stuff she had going on in Knoxville, can't be about that stuff because Becky Hammond ain't going for that.
No.
And Asia Wilson ain't going for that either. So I hope that she learned a lot from this past season. And golly, it's so weird that UCLA, she was at UCLA, they won a championship, and then everybody gets drafted high. But I just hope that Barker figures it out and makes that transition to the next level because it's going to be a different ball game up there.
Yep. Quick, 20 seconds or less, picks for tonight in the NBA play-in, Hornets Heat, and Suns Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
Blazers and Hornets?
Yep.
I'll go with the same picks.
Oh, man, damn.
0 for 2.
Oh, man.
We'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We'll talk quarterback battles. We'll talk portal activity, comings and goings. We'll do so tomorrow at 12 o'clock and anything else that happens. Every day presented by Junk Begun. Joel Silverberg producing. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us. See you tomorrow here on Josh and Swain.